Hello, everyone. It has been brought to my attention that Heidi Montag has been eating raw meat. Completely raw. Completely raw meat. Not cooking it at all. Just another joining the raw meat diet. Chagoya, how you doing? Suave Jake, how you doing? No more prominent. Civic, maybe. Perhaps. Corn. Christian Peralta. Hello. Tonight is proof that what I draw for you doesn't matter. Does it matter? Fisher, how you doing? What kind of raw meat? Bison heart. It's all right. India, how you doing? What happened to pomegranates? How do I sound, everyone? Do I sound good? Do I sound all right? Are we sounding nice? Are we sounding like a gravy boat? Nice and gravy. Lyle's meditative face. How you doing? Sounds good. Thank you. Mic checked. Thank you. Nice. Thank you. No more, please. Thank you. Everyone, I'm getting over a cold. It seems anytime I step outside of my house anymore, I get sick, which it's been a while since I've been a little sick, so that's fine. But I don't want it to ruin my weekend plans. Crispy. Paper Cup. Willie, how you doing? Willie, 79. They're all 78 were taken. And you didn't want to add, you wanted it to be a 2-number name. And that's what I love about you, Willie. And 79 is a beautiful number. It's so easily recognized in the wall of numbers. Gamma, how you doing? A little sicky. It's all right. It happened. It's a cold. I've been able to work and stuff. And I get to use, what is that, NyQuil at night? And you have the weirdest dreams. Have you ever had like NyQuil dreams? I had one. I took like a nap before this, I gotta be honest. And I had one. June, how you doing? Thank you so much for the 10 months. They do hit, India. Yeah, it's trippy. Yeah, I had one where like I had a bunch of like paper in my mouth, and I woke up and I was like digging around my mouth, like I gotta get this paper out of my mouth. I'm sleeping. You can't be sleeping with paper in your mouth. Let me grab some water for tonight. I'll be right back. All right, there we go. There we go. Keep you in the REM sleep. Is that what it does? All I know is whenever I'm on those, what is it? NyQuil? My dreams are just so vivid. I had like one of those dreams. You have a bunch of paper in your mouth, and you're trying to sleep, and you're afraid that you're gonna choke on it. So you wake up and you like put your fingers in your mouth to make sure that all the paper's out of your mouth, but you're awake. Ooh. Prozac and NyQuil. Whoa. That sounds extra spicy. Oh. Let's get this on. Let's get it going on, everybody. As they say, in the Oregon Trail. Fixin' to head out west? And then you say, yes. Yes, I am. But first, I must procure 700 pounds of bacon, 28 oxen for my one wagon. 28 oxen for one Conestoga wagon. Ridiculous. I sound sicky. Yeah, a little bit. I'm getting better. I stepped outside my fucking house. That's what happened. All right. We got socks on. Fisher, thank you so much for the 100 bits. That's going to go towards NyQuil. Candy, yes. I did the old bait and switch with children. Well, everybody welcome to my stream tonight. We're drawing you the perfect fruit. Now, I know all of you love fruit, and you think about it quite often. But think of it tonight as not only your favorite fruit, but the perfect version of this fruit. Tell me where you eat it, when you eat it, how often you, how much it costs, how much inflation has show you the toes. I got new socks on tonight. These are from, again, Alexandra. Thank you. Sea Chicken, how you doing? Fine mullet. Thank you. It's one of the finest mullets I'm sporting. You sport a mullet. You sport or rock a mullet. You cannot do anything else. No other verbs are correct. But anyways, we're drawing you the perfect fruit tonight. Think of where you eat it, when you eat it, how inflation has influenced this fruit. If this fruit is getting noticeably smaller year after year, if you didn't like this fruit before, but now you like this fruit, if this fruit used to stain your fingers, but then you started to wear gloves, anything. There's so many things about fruit. And the phone lines aren't open yet. I think a lot of you have guessed that. But guess what is open? The Gingos. The Gingos are open. Civic TV, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate you. That will go towards some more NyQuil. NyQuil, it's crazy. The generic version is, look at that, beautiful. Gamma, thank you. And they're here. The Gingos are here and they work. I did that because I care about all of you. I care so much about all of you and the Gingos. And you can't have fruit without Gingos. Likewise, the inverse. You don't have Gingos without fruit. Made my night. Glad they're back. I'm glad you're back. Let's talk about some fruit. I like all kinds of fruit. Let's talk about some fruits. Let's get this going. It's easy to talk about fruits. Everyone can talk about something. Everyone can remember some sort of fruit. I know that many of you have not had a fruit in a couple of years. But that's not the point. I'll call after I do the cook. That makes sense. I don't know what that means. The cook. I'm allergic to half of fruits. This is tragic. Which ones can't? Which ones? So that makes your perfect fruit even more perfect. Because it's one that you are able to enjoy. Filipino, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Get well soon. Here's more money for NyQuil. Yeah, there's the thing about NyQuil. The generic brand is not behind a locked door, but NyQuil is. And I don't know what the reason for that is. It seems like that there is no reason for that.
Call from
Christian Peralta.
Christian Peralta, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Great.
I'm in a little wind tunnel, but yes.
Okay, Fisher, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Honestly, this will pay for my NyQuil.
We need to get you more NyQuil.
No, I'm good. I picked some up. I really needed some. I started to feel bad on Sunday night. I really needed some Sunday night, and I didn't have any. And then Monday, I was like, I'm not going through that again. And it's been peaches and apples and plums ever since, Christian Peralta.
Peaches, apples, and plums are not a bad way to go. You know, I had a question. I had a question for maybe it's Casey, because Casey was saying that they can't eat half of the fruit. But if you can't eat half of the fruits, then what about just eating the whole fruit?
That's true. And just it's less wasteful too. I didn't know maybe it's Casey to be so wasteful of fruits too.
I know. Like, who's just going around eating like half of an apple and then throwing it away?
I don't know. Civic, thank you so much for 100 bits. I appreciate you, Civic. Yeah, who's doing that? I can go to Whole Foods, but I can't go to Half Foods. Boy, bunch of comedians tonight. You're all hilarious. I think it's funny. I'm laughing. I am. You do have a point. I agree, June. You have a point.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, why don't we just stop wasting food and we just need to eat the whole food, like the whole thing. Everyone, we need to reduce our food waste. That's the whole point of me calling in today.
Is it? Hold on, I'm gonna check to make something works. This f of b minus f of a, I feel like they follow me and I don't. What's going on here?
Just like
Make yourself
Moneyworms, instead of drinking half the NyQuil, you should just drink the whole NyQuil. Maybe it'll do even more for you.
That's too sweet. That's too much sugar consumption. I would be nervous about that.
One time I was really kind of sick, and I drank like an entire bottle of NyQuil over like 3 days.
Thank you.
And then all of a sudden, like, my entire body felt like I was dying. Like, I couldn't go to the bathroom, and I just had all these like problems. Basically what happened was I went to the doctor. They told me that it might be a problem with like my GI tract. So then I went to a GI doctor, and then they were like, yeah, take a bunch of stuff and like start a liquid diet. And then after 7 days of that, it just got worse. And then they told me that I had air bubbles in my stomach. And then a month later, they just went away.
Isn't air bubbles in your stomach? Isn't that just gas?
You know, that's what I thought too. And then I strained so hard that I accidentally shat myself. So it's like I don't think it was that.
And Fable, thank you for the resub. I appreciate you, Fable. Amazing. You shat yourself?
Yeah. It just, yeah.
You're better now, right?
Yeah. No, I'm good now.
You think
And
this is because you took too much NyQuil?
I literally thought that I might have made myself constipated from drinking too much NyQuil. Yes, that is that is the truth behind the story.
They are not Fruit of the Loom, but thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate you. Thank you. That will go towards NyQuil to bung me up real nice and good, so I have to go see a bunch of doctors. Does NyQuil do that? Did you tell your doctor that you had, quote, a shit ton of NyQuil over a couple days?
Yeah, which leads me to the extreme reach around of not only can Chipotle clog the uterus, but can NyQuil make you constipated?
I'm not sure. I hope not. Because I've been slapping that stuff back every night just so I can get a couple winks of shut-eye and have really interesting dreams. Christian Peralta, I had one where I thought that I was suffocating on paper. There was so much paper in my mouth, and I woke up, my hands digging through my mouth looking for all the paper that was in it.
Oh my God. Where did all the paper come from? Was there any notes? Were they fortune cookies? Were you just throwing up fortune cookies?
I don't know why. I honestly couldn't tell you. Civic, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Corn B, thank you for the 100 bits. Okay, Fisher, thank you so much for the 666 bits. I appreciate all of you. You're all amazing people. You're taking care of me tonight. You realize that. You're taking care of me. This is positive reinforcement. And no, it's not. It is. I appreciate it. I do appreciate you giving me the funds to fund my NyQuil addiction right now. Well, Christian Peralta, the Gingers are coming in here. I know you like fruit. I don't think that NyQuil is a fruit. Welcome, Society Streams. How you doing? I don't think NyQuil is a fruit.
I don't think so either. I think, if anything, NyQuil would maybe be like a soup. Is NyQuil a soup? Hey, Feeble, thank you. Made from fruit, perhaps. Mine has a fruit taste to it, but we're not here to talk about NyQuil and whether or not it is made out of fruit. I don't think it is. We are here to talk about your favorite fruit, Christian Peralta, and your favorite version of that fruit. Everything about that fruit. If it's got to be one, you're eating one fruit, what's it going to be? Honestly, if I'm talking about eating one fruit, it's probably going to be peaches.
Peaches?
Dragon fruit is my favorite, color, shape, and everything like that, but I've never actually had a dragon fruit, and I don't know if it's going to taste good, but I know
fantastic.
Peaches are.
And let me tell you, I know a lot about the dragon fruit because I had to taste it, and I had to do some research on it. It is a natural diuretic. So you should have been eating this when you were bunged up, and you would have cleansed your body and uncorked like a plug.
Actually, maybe it's Casey kind of has a point. Maybe NyQuil is just plasma.
Special cream sauce. Thank you so much for being here. Special cream sauce. I'm sorry to hear that you're constipated, but here's the thing. You should get some dragon fruit. But peaches, Christian, yeah. Peaches. The old Georgia peach.
Listen, Smiley Nolan, we didn't say that it was... We don't care if it's bland or not. It's just like those fit tea ads, on Instagram, where you basically take all of your internal organs and then just release them through your bung, and then...
Did you say through your bung?
Yeah.
Nice.
Bung-ho.
Bung-ho.
Thank you.
Peaches. What do you love so much about peaches? I gotta be honest, I like peaches, but I don't like peach-flavored things.
Okay, I can understand that. I feel like I don't like peaches that already come pre-sliced and whatever. I like the peach, the organic peaches, because I feel like they have not only good flavor, but everything is it's just a good fruit all the way around. And I do get that you don't like peach flavored things, because sometimes people can put way too much sugar into peach flavored things to make it seem like, oh, it's supposed to be this cracked out sugar fruit. And
cracked
that's
out
just not
sugar
what it's
fruit. And they kind of do look like an ass.
Absolutely they do.
Is that another reason for you liking it, maybe?
Does this mean I have to eat ass?
You don't have to eat ass. If anyone ever is trying to force you to eat ass, Christian Peralta, that's a red flag.
That's definitely a red flag. But I'm not mad about it. I'm really not mad about it. But if it's just what I gotta do, then that's what I gotta do.
That's true. But always, it needs to be on your terms. If it's a reciprocation thing and you've already had your ass eaten, then I think that, yes, you deserve to eat some ass. But if that person is just merely forcing you to eat ass, I think that you're allowed to say no. You don't have to eat ass if you don't want to eat ass, Christian Peralta.
That's a good point. Consent is key. And it's sexy.
Ass consent. Let's put it
Speaking
like on
of
a
sexy,
plate.
Look at how thick that peach is. Oh my god.
I know,
Like-
Christian Peralta.
I don't think you can add any more juice to that without violating TOS.
Yeah. And the peaches,
you better be careful out here, Moneyworms.
peaches they're kind of hairy too. It's like one of the only fruit, like, you know, do you like it that it's hairy? Do you like a hairy peach?
I guess that's just a staple for the homosexual community. Everyone likes a hairy peach.
All right, that's true. A staple.
But then you get some people that shave their peaches, and I mean, I'm not talking about like the ass, but I'm more talking about like literally taking the fruit and then like shaving it with like a razor and then eating it.
That's a good
Personally,
point.
I don't like.
Let me know if you're talking in innuendo or not, and we'll have some nice peach juice over here. I don't know if that's a thing. Yeah, agreed. Do people shave their peaches? You shave your. This is the fruit we're talking about. You shave your peaches?
No, because
Damn,
personally,
I should call him.
I don't really like a mouthful of shaving cream when I'm biting into a peach.
You don't need to put shaving cream on it. You could do it with like a straight razor.
I mean, sure you can. It's just like, no. You know what? No, you cannot. Because you know what? That gives me the same vibe. That immediately like
Guys,
triggers me
you.
because that gives me the same vibe as the kids who like cut off the outside of the apple as a kid.
That's the best part. Why would you remove?
Exactly.
And I think that the best part of the peach is the rind as well. Society Streams, that's not real. There's no way that people shampoo mangoes. What do you mean mango hair? What's mango hair?
Just like I joined this call saying, you can't eat just half the food, just half the fruit. You gotta eat the whole thing.
You do.
Don't cut the skin off the apples. How dare you?
The skin is the best part, agreed. All right, now peach. Do you like peach flavored things? Like, a lot of times I'll be out and people want to get collective juice together. You know what collective juice is? It's like juice that everyone's going to drink, right? Collective juice. All right, so a lot of times I'm pressured to buy a collective juice that is peach because someone's like, oh, I love peach flavored shit. And I go along with it because I want to make the world happy. Roybos Master, how you doing? It's very good to have you here. And so, I got someone legit. I got to be honest. I saw your taxi stream the other day. I love it. I really like it. It's really nice. I watched it for like an hour and a half. I didn't say anything. I just wanted to observe, but it was very good. Christian Peralta, but are you ever the type of, do you like to get peach flavored juices?
Probably not, because like, I mean, even though peach is great, I probably wouldn't get like the peach juices because they always put way too much sweetener into it, and then it just tastes like pure sugar.
Yeah, agreed.
But like, if they were to like squeeze it out, just kind of like fresh squeezed orange juice, I feel like that would be
that
better.
peach smells real good. Hold on, I'm smelling the peach. Oh. The peaches do smell good. I'll say, like, cooking with peaches. I like peach pies. Everything about peaches, I think it's probably an A-list, A-tier fruit. I don't think it's an S-tier fruit. I think you would call it an S-tier fruit. But just, any flavored peach thing, I'm always like, really? You're one of those people, you want a peach-flavored tea or something?
Mm-hmm.
I love the fuzz booty claps. You know what I'm talking about.
But I can say, peach cobbler, you can mess up a peach cobbler.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Peach cobbler might be the best kind of cobbler. I agree with you there. There's something about a warm peach that is pinnacle of heated up fruits.
I know. Like apple pie is
See?
But it's something about peach cobbler that is just it hits you in the good spot.
It does.
In the deep spot.
It hits you right in the peaches. It sucks on your peaches, you know? And there's a song about it. Justin Bieber wrote a song about it. It's the state flower of Georgia. It's the state bird of Georgia as well. You know, I live in Georgia, and I have never pulled over on the side of the road and just bought some fucking peaches. And they're everywhere. I'm a dingus. I should be doing that. And they sell peanuts, too. And just because you said that, I'm actually taking a road trip soon down to Florida. I'm going to pick up some fucking Georgia peaches, Christian Peralta.
Do it. Let's go. We'll videotape the whole way, and we'll make some good peach commentary about it.
Say fuzzy peaches. Well, Christian Peralta, I hope that you enjoyed this drawing, this black and white drawing of a peach tray with some peach juices. We will throw this into the fruit salad at the very end. It's good to know that you're a peach person, Christian Peralta.
Absolutely, I am.
Really love
And
your peaches.
We got to have this conversation.
I'm glad too. Tonight was proof that you can have a simple subject and such a deep and meaningful conversation, Christian Peralta. Thank you so much for calling in.
Deep in the peaches.
Deep in the peaches, baby. Shave them peaches. I really don't think people do not shave the fruit peach. Thank you for the rad calls, everyone. Listen, Dirk Koningston, I'm not hating on your peach. It's just not my go-to. About a couple weeks ago, I was store with a friend of mine, and this friend, we got these delicious juices because they were interesting, and one of them was fucking peach, and of course that was the one that I got stuck with taking home, and I didn't want that. Princess Peach shaving it.
Call from
Sir Smile.
Sir Smiles.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Friendly neighborhood robot here.
I was gonna say, what kind of things you don't consume anything.
Well, I just cooked some nice filet mignon with
Ooh.
mashed potatoes and some nice squash on the side.
Wow. Maybe it's Casey.
So
what
we'll
is
be
it?
consuming
What
that after
kind of
this
fruits
call.
do it to you? Why? That sounds like an amazing dinner. Did you have any fruit with it?
Not with dinner, but maybe dessert. Fruits are usually not in the house because the significant other, she is allergic to most of them.
Is she allergic to
Berries.
half of them?
I would say probably more than half, probably 3/4 is all fruits out there.
Yeah, talk about your out. You don't have to talk about your out. What is it about the fruits? She's not here, so you can talk about them.
I think it's the skin, most likely. So we'll take apples, for example, my favorite. You know, raw has a reaction. But if you make it into applesauce, you mash it and boil it and do all that to it, you break the enzymes down, and that's fine.
A lot of science. You're throwing a lot of science terms at me. Enzymes, applesauce. I don't understand these things, but I understand that if you've done it and it works, then you should keep doing it, because that's what we do as humans. We figure out things that work for us, especially in our tummy areas.
Speaking of your tummy, how's that NyQuil tweet treating you? It's
I'm having
you're a little constipated, you have some dry mouth. You should drink some more water.
No, my only side effect is that my dreams are incredibly vivid, scary almost. T-Ball sub, how are you doing? Yeah, I had this dream where I thought there was a bunch of paper in my mouth and I was suffocating, and I woke up and I was digging through my teeth for the paper. It was weird. There was like that first 2 seconds of waking up. It's probably actually like a split second when you wake up, but it feels like a lifetime that I still felt like I was inside of my NyQuil dream. Sir Smiles.
Did you eat anything before bed, or did you just have the NyQuil?
I'm not eating it. Yeah, I guess I'm like eating, I don't know, I'm eating around like 7 p.m., 6:30, 7 p.m., and then I don't have
Not
any.
immediately before bed.
No.
That's long enough beforehand, right?
No, is that are you supposed to do that with NyQuil? Morgan Grace, how you doing? You had a dream when you ate feces. Upsetting. Yeah, that can be.
NyQuil is like Tylenol in that its main ingredient is the acetaminophen.
Yes.
The painkiller.
Yes.
And if that was brought to the FDA today, they probably wouldn't approve it, just because of the damage it does to your kidney. So where ibuprofen goes into the receptor and eventually fades away and leaves the receptor open again, acetaminophen goes in and it breaks off in there, destroying that receptor. So you're not just killing pain, you're killing your pain receptor too with it. So, ibuprofen over acetaminophen, unless you got a concussion, because ibuprofen will thin your blood out a little bit. So you don't want to do that if you have any internal bleeding. You don't want your blood thin for that.
You sound like you know what you're talking about. Maybe I'll take them. Ow. Maybe I'll do that for real. I'll do those. Ow. All right, Sir Smiles. Let's get to the thick of it. Here's the thing: is acetaminophen a fruit?
No, but apples are. Those are definitely, the best tier fruit. Do you know the story of Johnny Appleseed? I could really tell you the true story of Johnny Appleseed.
Isn't it? It's kind of a multi-level marketing scheme.
Kinda, except So
doesn't he? No, he does. He's like, hey, put this bucket on your head and go plant trees. And when you've planted enough of them, you tell me, and I'll pay you for it. And go tell your friends. It's a pyramid scheme.
Well, not all apple seeds make apple trees. Most make crab apples. And the only thing you can do with crab apples is make cider out of them, hard cider. So Johnny Appleseed was actually the start of the alcohol industry because of all the crab apples out there. But he did this in his own selfishness to try and gain land. Because if you planted trees in certain areas, you would actually get that land. So he would just walk around planting as many trees as he could, and then there were cideries popping up because there's all these crab apple trees. When you get a good apple, like one that you'd probably think like a Granny Smith, that's all clones. You're grafting pieces of the original good one and all that. Like bananas, they're all a monoculture.
I knew that.
We're talking about way before they popularized apples in the form of non-crab apples. So apples were actually a hated thing for a long time because of prohibition.
I know. Well, it. All right. So what you're telling me is this asshole used what was his purpose? Like, why didn't he he used
to gain land?
Yes, but what did he tell the people? Didn't he tell it? Wasn't it for to help? To help the environment? What was he? He was using some sort of guise to do this, though, right?
No. It was all
transparent.
Just a land grab for him to build familial wealth over the generations.
I just don't. I mean, I believe it. I 100% believe it. I believe that he was a real person who did this to just get a bunch of land and sell a bunch of booze. He was an entrepreneur. He was pretty smart, actually. But I feel like when I was a kid, that's not the story I remember.
Oh, absolutely not. No, the story is all, fabricated. Like, you don't get the grim fairy tales out of your Disney movies and all that. The true grim fairy tale is the kids get eaten and that's the end of it.
But what was the story that we were told about Johnny Appleseed?
I don't remember. The true facts overwrote those memories.
The true story is much better, in your opinion.
I definitely think so.
What do you think of when I think of pinnacle breed of apple, what comes to your mind? What is your pinnacle apple breed?
Definitely not a yellow one, because usually the yellow apples don't have much structure to them. so they're very soft. I do like using the yellow apples for apple pie, so that when you cook it, it actually just becomes like applesauce of a
Granny Smith is
filling,
good.
rather than like using
Granny
a
Smith is
strong
good, too.
apple like the Red Delicious that has a strong cellular structure.
Red
to it.
Delicious.
So it's not going to break down when
Lowest.
you cook it like the yellow apple.
It's boring. I think it's
But-
boring. It like oxidizes too quickly. Do you know that they made the perfect? I'm gonna give you some knowledge.
Green apples are my favorite.
They-
I like the nice tart
Green is good.
freshness.
Two.
to them.
Green is on the 2
I-
list.
I
You know
like
they
the
made the
sour
perfect apple is
flavor.
what I'm trying to tell you. They manufactured the perfect apple in Minnesota. It is called the Honeycrisp apple, and it is the perfect apple. It's turgid. It's so sweet and actually has the lowest carb and sugar load of all the apples. But it's the sweetest. How could that be? It's because it was manufactured in a laboratory.
Not in the laboratory, just years of one grower saying,
No,
I like
it's a
this
laboratory.
one better. I'm going to use this to breed with that one. That's the whole genetically modified, organism.
Right.
We've been
I don't know
genetically
how it works.
modifying our
Listen,
food
I
since,
think that there's literally a person
the
in a
18th century.
lab who's like mixing. Hey, thank you so much for the sub, Laney Sue. Thanks for being here. I think there's a person in the lab there that's putting them together. That's not the point. So you want me to draw?
We're not doing gene therapy on fucking plants that you're eating.
I think we
Nothing
are.
Like that. But
I didn't
we'll do it on
read-
animals.
I don't know how it works. I just pretend to know, okay? Look at this perfect peach. So you're telling me that the apple of your eye, is a Granny Smith apple.
A nice green apple. Any green one is my favorite. Usually they're more round. They'll stand up if you put them on a table, easily stackable.
Ah. They've got a little bit of a bite to them. This really makes me want an apple. I'm also on a very low-carb diet right now, so I think my brain is craving sugars.
Sugars are just broken down carbs.
I know. I just look at this apple and I think, hey, I want you in my mouth.
And I want the apple to bite you back in that fresh tartness.
You know about apple seeds. Was that you talking about the apple seeds? You're trying to tell me something about apple
Yeah.
seeds?
Yeah, if you spit out an apple seed into the ground and it were to grow, it's not going to grow the same exact apple that it came from.
What the?
That's why they make clones of trees. So when you find like a good edible apple, one that grows a large fruit, you take that tree and you graft it, take new branches off, and basically plant those as clones in your field, and that's what becomes your orchard. Is you have one mother tree that has the right genes, and you copy it over and over and over again. That's like bananas. So the bananas we eat are
Yeah.
seeds.
Well, hold on. But
They normally grow
we
with
could
seeds.
we could get a bunch of crab apples and get wasted off of it.
Exactly, and that's what they did before they figured out we could make, all these clones off of the good apple, or breed trees until we get a good apple. Controlling the pollination of a wild
So
tree
we
is
didn't
very
eat.
hard.
We
That's
never
why
really
crab
ate
apples are
apples.
so
Like our
awesome.
ancestors did not eat apples because we didn't know
Correct.
how to graft trees.
Yeah. Correct.
Could you eat crab apples? Can't you eat them?
You could, but they're not very nutritional, not very tasty. They might be pretty tart, and they do sour very quickly. So when you pull a fruit off a tree, when you're letting it ripen, you're actually letting it decay, and that's letting the sugars actually break down more, and that's what makes a peach go from a hard to soft. Same thing with avocados. Everybody freaks out oh, it's not ready yet, and now it's ready. You can't time that decay. So a juicier, more ripe fruit is actually decayed for a longer time. You don't want to pull something off the tree and just immediately eat it. it doesn't have the time to ferment itself.
Well, what the hell? Like, what are all those those pomegranates? Like those pictures of people like back in the day eating apples?
Yeah, pomegranate is what they think Adam and Eve actually were taking, not an apple. But if you want to go back and talk about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but like the pictures, like all those pictures, like those the thing that I don't know what you look like. I'm just drawing you eating an apple. You know those like pictures? What's that guy that shot something through an arrow? Shot an arrow through an apple. Who's that guy? Johnny Walker?
It's not a certain guy. I'd probably say it probably came from Robin Hood. But putting an apple on your head and shooting an arrow through it is just a parlor trick that's been around since the invention of the boat.
The invention of the boat, which was also good too. Okay, but you see where I'm going with this? Like, that's not an apple, is what you're telling me.
Most likely not.
Those are good fucking apples. Look at those. Wait, what are you saying? They're not. Those aren't apples, though, right?
I haven't looked at the screen since I called, so I haven't seen how good your apple is.
Tree of 40 Fruits. No, William Burroughs. That's who it is. Yeah, Johnny Appleseed. Yeah, I don't. Sorry, I'm a huge nerd. What happened? Was that you on your end or my end?
Call from.
Hello.
Grandma, we just drew some Granny Smiths, and they look just like you.
Well, I was gonna say they made up that story about Johnny Appleseed based on me because I'd eat the whole apple, just the whole thing, and I would walk around the forest and take a dump in wherever that seed laid. It was fertilized, and that's why they are called Granny Smith apples.
Ah. Granny Smith.
I'm
What's
joking.
the Smith?
I'm just joking.
What's the Smith part of Granny Smith?
Oh, John Smith. It's his mother. I mean, his grandmother.
No, it's not. Really? Do you think
It is.
it's a Mormon
No,
apple?
I'm joking with you. You like my comedy routines?
I love
It was
them.
press 1 and
Press one. Grandma, fruits, prunes. Why do they tell old people to eat prunes?
It's because we're weak, and it's hard. It's hard to take a shit when it's hard. We gotta use too much force, and we'll break our hips or our pelvis or something.
I think of that a lot. But I feel like when I eat worse, like when I eat shitty foods, it's more liquid than anything. So why don't they tell you to eat a bunch of greasy, nasty food when you're older?
They do.
Butthole is a temple.
They do. They do. Have you ever eaten in an older folks home?
Quite some time ago, and you know what? Someday I'll be back.
It's true. Hopefully by the time if there's any entrepreneurs out there, you talked business there last time. Remember that business episode? I forgot my greatest idea was, boutique old folks homes, so you could get all the rappers and have rap grandpas doing battles, and you could have, all the artist grandmas together and all the poker players in a poker specialty old folks home, and video game guys. Once you outgrow your
Yes, you gotta speak up a little bit. I can't hear you. What do you? Hold on. Say something again.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
That's better. That's much better. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know, Grandma. Why don't they make? They don't make raisin juice. It's only prune juice. And prune juice, I thought was supposed to make your bowels move.
They make grape juice. Oh my God, grape juice. What do you think that is? It's raisin.
Yeah, but raisins they have like a different taste to it. You know, like I would drink a raisin drink.
Oh, so gross.
I agree with you, Grandma. I agree with you there. Fuck raisins. I think raisins suck.
Yeah.
Right? You're taking something that's amazing and full of life, and you're drying it out, and it doesn't taste as good.
F them all, right? Anyway, for fruit, what's your favorite there? I missed it if you said it.
Oh, I haven't thought about it yet. But I don't like raisins. I hate raisins. And I remember when people were panic buying, I bought a bunch of raisins, and I didn't eat those raisins. I would not even eat those. I would not eat raisins if I had to, Grandma.
Well, that's good. That's good. You're getting an extra something for your Christmas present.
Thank you. Thank you. Who buys raisins? I know, raisins suck, Grandma. But we're not here. We are here to shit on raisins. They're total D tier fruit. F tier. Z tier. Grandma, what is your favorite fruit that you simply cannot go without?
You know, I'm gonna say that it's, you know, can you just, I don't want to repeat one you've done already. What if my other grandkids said it here? I saw the Granny Smith one, and then the one before that. Oh, it looked like when I look in the mirror, you know. Anyways, but before that,
no, that was it. Just peaches and apple. We went very.
Well, then let's go straight for I want you to draw something with a banana and a condom. That's what I would like.
We can do that. We can put a condom on a banana. That's how you teach the birds and the bees. It's how you taught me what sexual intercourse was.
That's right. Well, it wasn't a condom.
Pepperoncini,
it was that
thank you for the
velvet sack. We use the velvet reusable condoms here. Anyway.
Or like goat. Didn't they used to use goat stomach? They used to use like goat intestines as condoms back in the biblical times.
That sounds so. Ugh, I don't know about that. Oh.
Yeah, make sure you're wearing a condom, Grandma. There's a lot of STDs going around. Let's get this banana. So you like bananas, Grandma?
Well, you know, I don't. I just want to see you draw a banana with a condom on. Maybe the condom could be like a toque. Oh, sorry, I mean a beanie.
Well, honestly, bananas are my favorite fruit.
Oh.
So I would say that. So we'll draw. This is kind of my favorite fruit. We're just putting a condom on it.
All right. That sounds great. So right now I ordered a pizza and I'm waiting for it to get delivered.
Ooh. Pizza, not a fruit.
It should be.
What do you get on your pizza over there? You get, what is that?
I just got a, you know, have you heard of a Canadian pizza? You guys have that out there? A Canadian pizza?
I think so. Is it, would it be Canadian bacon?
What is Canadian bacon? It's
Canadian
that's just
bacon.
Ham. It's just ham.
Yeah,
It's
Canadian
just
bacon
ham.
is ham. Exactly. We call it Canadian bacon for no reason.
I think I got triggered last time with this. But, Yes, it's got the pepperoni, bacon, and mushrooms, and pepperoni, bacon, and mushrooms.
Does that bother you as a
Yes, that's right.
Canadian that we call ham Canadian bacon?
Well, it's you're laughing at me. Oh dear.
Well, I guess we have American cheese, and American cheese kind of sucks.
Well, you know what? We don't even allow your cheese into our country. That American cheese.
I don't blame you.
You know, if you Google it, there's a big issue that your country has with our cheese department, and it's true. And then you know what our Canadians are saying? They say, well, now you know how we feel with the softwood lumber. And you guys are all about, being hard and stuff, and so I'm guessing that's
definitely.
why you put all these layers, right? So
Definitely
Donald
known for
Trump,
being
my
hard.
grandson, he started Canada because I wouldn't move down there, and he thought it was all a joke, and it's just.
You know what? I've never had Canadian cheese. I don't think we have Canadian cheese.
It's award-winning. You want to look for New Bothwell cheese. You find that it wins awards. International cheese awards. It's true, like a smoked Gouda. Oh, so good, so good.
I do like smoked Gouda, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like Italian cheeses and stuff. I guess I haven't, or like. I don't know. I guess I don't find a whole lot of Canadian cheese in our stores.
Well, that's probably because you guys are doing the same thing to us, where it's like, well, if we're not allowed to monopolize your cheese industry with our hormone milk, then F your Canadian cheese. I don't, because you know what's going to happen, eh? People will taste the American cheese side by side with the Canadian cheese, and it's going to put the American Velveeta right out of business.
There's a time and a place for Velveeta, though. Have you ever had Velveeta within like Velveeta, the macaroni and cheese with Velveeta in it? It's not bad, The processed cheese has a place, Grandma.
I agree, but I wouldn't call it cheese.
It's good,
Cheese-like.
Cheese-like. Cheese energy. Cheese energy, Grandma.
Could you imagine? Goat cheese. You ever have goat cheese? Oh, so
I love
good.
goat cheese, yeah.
Holy shit.
Velveeta's the worst.
You
Squirrel
think
Guy... There's a time and a place for it, though. Go on, goat cheese.
Well, let's attack whoever you were talking to there.
What?
What?
What'd you say?
Are you there?
I'm there, yeah.
I'm
I didn't hear you.
cutting out, aren't I?
Goat cheese. You said something about goat cheese.
Yes, it's the greatest of all time.
I agree. It has a gaminess to it.
Yes, and that's because of how it's made, right? Do you ever have monk cheese? Oh, the kind that comes from a monastery. Oh, it's the most potent of all cheese. Right?
Is it moldy? Cheese is just delicious mold.
They're praying to cheeses, and it's at the monastery. They take a pinch between their fingers and they get some toe jam, and they roll it into a ball, and they drop it in the 4-liter jug. I mean, what is that? A quart or a gallon? A gallon of milk. That's right.
A jug.
All my pizza's here. He's got to climb over a huge snowbank. That poor guy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we
you,
lost
you know,
the
we got
feed.
we got 63 inches of snow so far. But you're there.
Do you have good snow? Woo, Hennessy. Banana apple. Well, if you like banana apple, you'll like what's going to appear here when my phone charges, because I forgot to plug it in. Grandma, do you go like skiing and snowboarding up there with all that snowfall?
We don't have mountains where I'm from, you know. Or what I call a mountain is really just a slow incline. You know, so no. Well, that's not true. You know, people go snowboarding when they think they're cool and stuff, and they go to Lake Louise. Have you heard of Lake Louise?
No.
Your great aunt Lake Louise.
I've been to Lake of the Woods. Have you heard of Lake of the Woods?
Have you really been there? Lake of the Woods?
I've been to Lake of the Woods a couple times. I've been fishing there. It's the wilderness. I love it. It's Lake of the Woods.
So that's Met Province. That's Met Province, Lake of the Woods.
Yeah, that's right. There wouldn't be any kind of. Maybe we've ice fished next to each other on a big lake.
Well, that's weird. Yes. So you've probably, you know, you were my neighbor probably, and I didn't even know it.
This is aside from the fact that you are my grandmama.
Mais oui.
All right, everybody, let's get this back on the thing here. I forgot to charge my phone. You have a dog, Grandma? You never told me about that.
Oh, he's annoying. His name is Toblerone.
Toblerone? Your dog's name is Toblerone?
Toblerone.
What's that? I'll open that. There we go. All right, Grandma. Well, Grandma, I hope you enjoy your pizza. Here's your banana with a condom on it. I drew it just for you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
I love you, Grandma. Thank you for calling in. I want pizza so bad, too. I'm on a low-carb diet. I've been eating a lot of cheese. And honestly, I find that I think we get a lot of good cheeses. I don't think we make... we're not known for cheeses. Grandma's right. We don't make good cheeses. But everything else, we kick the world's ass, okay? Somebody's calling in.
Call from
Casey.
Maybe.
It's Casey.
Casey, you can't eat half the fruits.
Yeah, let me tell you all about my sick allergies. It's so much fun.
Well, you know, we've had a lot of different people call in tonight, but we haven't had Crabs. How you doing, Crabs? Crabs for it. Thank you again for following. Casey, we need the perspective of someone who has allergens. Dirk Koenigson, thank you for this up.
Yeah. Apples are, so I used to be able to eat things, and then, I don't know, all of a sudden, probably around like 11 or 12, I was like, why is my mouth itchy when I eat apples and almonds? And yeah.
Almonds are not a fruit.
No, they're not, but it's like...
Well, why did you bring that up? You didn't have to talk about almonds.
It's a tree. It's a tree nut and fruit sensitivity / allergy.
It sounds like you made that up. A fruit nut and tree nut allergy. Everything comes from a tree, pretty much.
Yeah. But it's specifically like a birch tree allergy, so I can have mangoes or like pineapple that grows on
or a
tree.
coconut.
Well, pineapple grows. Coconut's fine. That's a seed.
You can't everything that you can't.
Yeah.
It's specifically a birch tree, all right. But birch tree. Does almonds come from a birch tree?
It's in the same family. So yeah, like Bunkbot says, oral allergy syndrome. It's like my body basically says, yo, this whatever chemical enzyme means that you're gonna die, so I'm gonna go into anaphylactic shock. I mean, I've never actually been in that, but I'm just gonna like puff.
That's what will happen to you, though. You'll go into shock if you have those things.
I don't know.
You're not gonna test it though.
I'm not gonna try, but like it would get bad enough where like I would eat an apple and I'd be like, oh, my throat is tight. And then when I went to the allergist, they're like, ooh, you're really allergic. You need an EpiPen. I'm like, ooh, I didn't know I was that allergic.
Oh, dang. How old were you when you found this out?
I was probably in like my early 20s. But like, you know, I grew up eating everything, you know, like
Yeah, so you got
peanut
20
butter.
years of being able to eat birch tree deliciousness.
Yeah, so I know what they all taste like. I mean, and I just can't indulge.
Is there any ones that you really miss? And we don't have to. If you don't want to talk about this, I'm not trying to make light out of a
I mean,
situation.
I might start crying, but I'm kidding. I really miss cashews.
Cashews. Ooh,
like-
cashews are good. They're like buttery.
Peanut butter, I can live without. But you know, like there's like certain like desserts.
You can't
that
do
I'm like,
peanut butter.
shit.
Peanut butter's not a birch tree item.
No, but it's so see, like I was like, oh, it's only gonna be things that are related to trees. And then when I got like a real blood allergy test, they were like, you are severely allergic to peanuts and hazelnuts. You need an EpiPen. And I was like, those are the two ones that I've never reacted to before. Like I eat peanut butter all the time. I eat like things like candy with hazelnuts in it, and it's never ever bothered me. So, and then I was just like, well, I guess I'm just gonna stop eating all the things that have ever bothered me. But as I get older now, like lentils bother me, some like beans, because they're part of like legumes peanut family, and it's nothing like crazy. It's just like my mouth itches and I hate that.
I had an allergy test where they take like needles on your back, right?
Yeah.
And I was allergic to nothing.
Oh, that must be fucking nice.
It is. It's very nice. But then again, you said that some things you can eat and it just makes your mouth itchy. I could deal with that, I feel like.
Well, yeah, sometimes it's like, oh, it'll go away. And then other times it's like, oh, my throat is tight. This is scary. And I probably wouldn't die. Or, you know, at least like need like severe medical attention.
It's not worth it. A peanut is not
Exactly.
worth it. Because, you could do without peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. The best part is you can eat as much raw meat as you want.
Well, I mean, technically, I guess I could, but do I want to?
Yeah.
I mean, like, isn't that what like appendixes used to be for? Is digesting raw and harder foods? But now that we cook all of our foods, our appendixes are
Yeah,
just,
you
like,
have an
still in there.
appendix. Use it. Use it when you need it.
No, I don't think
put
you
it
can
to
use
work.
it anymore. It's residual, primordial thing.
Like
I don't
our
know if I'm
wisdom
using
teeth.
Yeah.
You know, some people are born without wisdom teeth.
That must be nice too. I had to get all 4 impacted taken out.
I had one impact. I woke up during mine. It was really weird.
Oh no.
Yeah,
And then
doctor
you have
said
paper
it's.
in your mouth?
He blamed it because I smoked too much weed. He's like, "Have you been smoking weed?" And I was like, "Oh no, God, finish up your shit, get me out of here."
What is that? Does that mean that you're like immune to the pain or the knockout drugs?
I don't think so. I think he's full of shit. I think he was trying to make me feel bad because I was smoking the devil's lettuce. But maybe it's Casey. We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about your food allergens. And more specifically, what fruit that you love. The perfect fruit that I could draw for you. A fruit that maybe you used to eat, or that you still eat, or that you don't eat anymore. The perfect fruit. Maybe it's Casey.
Yo, I think I'm going to get a lot of hate for this one, but I'm going to go for it. Grapefruit. Grapefruit is my perfect fruit.
Okay. My dad really likes grapefruit. It's a dad fruit.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, okay, so, but, like, oranges are great, too. I can do citrus. But, and I mean, like, so my choices are limited, but I really, just, like, a nice grapefruit. I'm really all about that.
Grapefruits are, I respect that for a lot of different reasons. First of all, they're very healthy for you. They're part of a good balanced breakfast. I feel like a lot of people eat grapefruits for breakfast. I like grapefruit flavored things, but I find grapefruits to be a little bit dry and tart.
Yeah, I mean, well, they're very like
Granted.
different. Everyone is very different.
Nice.
So you can get like a really gross bitter one, and then you can get like a super nice sweet one. But I find like if you get like an organic Sunkist, they're usually pretty good.
We had a grapefruit tree growing up, a grapefruit tree growing up in my front lawn. But the thing is, they cycle. All right, so like the first 5 years that we had it, they were really delicious, and then like the next 5 years, they were like inedible, and they were vestigial. They didn't work. They didn't function. Okay, they didn't do the job. And then the next 5 years, yeah, they were non-working. They were vestigial. They had vestigial wings.
Retired.
And the next 5 years were amazing, and now I think we're in a period of not so good grapefruit. But my father really enjoyed them because, or he was sad because he went on some sort of medication where he could not have grapefruit. Fruits are very prohibitive to us sometimes. That's what I'm learning today.
What is it? What are prohibitive?
They
yeah,
just like
yeah.
they did not mix with, I think, his heart medication or something, or his high cholesterol medication. If he had grapefruit, like, would not make it work or something. I don't know. What I'm learning today is fruit fucks with a bunch of our shits.
Yeah, and NyQuil definitely 100% makes you constipated.
What makes you constipated?
NyQuil?
NyQuil does it?
Yeah, like 100%, like it says on the bottle, and also, yeah, I've experienced it, so...
What the fuck?
Good luck.
I haven't experienced this yet, but also I haven't had a good bowel movement today, so maybe it's just taking a couple days to kick in.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
You
Is
can't have
NyQuil
grapefruit with blood
approved?
thinners, yes. So you can't have grapefruit with blood thinners or blood pressure medications. Maybe it's Casey, you don't want to go on any of those because then you can't have grapefruit.
Oh, that's crazy. I usually, like, crush up blood thinners and, like,
Yeah.
sprinkle it on top.
Ooh, to give
With,
it that
like
extra
sugar.
bitterness.
Yeah.
Let's draw this for you. I'm sick of looking at this fucking banana with a condom on it.
Well, you know what? Protection is sexy.
Grandma
Everybody's
never
got it.
gives me the theme. Grandma just gives me a banana with a condom. That's exactly how I would describe it. All right. What are we looking for here? Grapefruit. Now, do you like... Isn't there a grapefruit flavored... Is it Squirt? Yes, it's Squirt. Do you like Squirt
yeah.
soda?
I do. I wouldn't say it's, like, my favorite ever. I feel like it's just a little too sugary. But I like straight up love grapefruit juice. And then if that was carbonated, that would be excellent.
Grapefruit juice. Yeah, you can carbonate anything except for... I don't think you can carbonate milk.
I mean, have you tried?
I toyed with it. Here's the thing. I used to have one of those soda streams, and I really, really wanted to try to carbonate some milk. You're not supposed to do that.
Oh, and you're a rule follower? You listen?
In that case, it's a piece of machinery. I don't know why you can't. I'm scared. I don't want to mess something up, in the internals.
Yeah, I guess the machine. Well, you used to have one, and now you don't anymore. So you should have done one final experiment before you gave it away.
How do you know I don't have it anymore?
Well, you better do it on stream, dude. If you do.
I thought about it. What if should I do a stream of will it
carbonate?
Will it carbonate? I feel like they've done that, but here's the thing. I don't think they've done it live on a stream.
Can you try carbonating urine?
I would do you think is that within terms of service? Can you show urine on the screen?
I mean, maybe if you don't specify exactly what it is, maybe
We just that
like
that's like how when I did Funky Puzzle, I just didn't really specify, what made the puzzle funky.
yeah, just like funky carbonating.
Do you know what they call the little holes in fruits? They call them pips.
Pips, P-I-P.
P-I-P, pips. A pip. There are
Aw.
pips in golf balls, and there are pips in a grapefruit.
That's real cute.
It is.
I love a little pip. Can you I'm sorry to ask so much of you, but yeah, can you make it a little bit juicier?
Ooh, yes. Which part juicier?
Yeah, that half of the grapefruit, just make it juicy.
Oh yes, juicy, juicy. You'll even get some juice coming out of the big one. Nice and juicy. You can sexualize the fruit as much as you want.
You can always sexualize the fruit. Fruit is meant to be sexualized.
It kind of is. It's kind of, it's like the midway point,
I mean, yeah, what was Adam and Eve ate the apple or the pomegranate? That's what started it all, right? So
It did. We're screwed
fruit is
because
sexy.
people wanted fruit, and I don't blame them. We shame Adam and Eve too much. I don't know why.
Well, yeah, they shamed the woman.
That's true. That's true. That's what happens.
I mean, yeah, just normal historical misogyny.
It happens. It happens a lot, actually. I'm putting a little B on it. I'd like to think that maybe bees like sugars.
Yeah, they do. It's starting to get into bee season.
It is. There was a wasp outside today, and I was very disappointed.
I saw a bat the other day because it's like 70 degrees here. I saw a little bat. It was like just woken up. It was like flying real slow. I was like, buddy, are you going to be okay?
He probably isn't, but...
He's probably, I mean, I hope he's just taking a nice snooze in this 30 degrees.
This looks like a bee. Look, I added this cute little bee to this.
Look at him. He's asking us if you like jazz.
Fruit and jazz. There's nothing better. You need to. All right. Now we can't. Thank you for getting sleepy with us. I agree completely. Thank you for getting sleepy with us. Have you ever taken a fruit into the shower with you?
No.
Someone once told me to consume. Can you have oranges?
Yeah.
Next time you are at a grocery store, pick a nice navel orange. Get one that is nice and hearty, good, firm but not. Put it in the fridge. Let it get ice cold. And consume that orange inside a nice hot shower. Maybe it's Casey.
I'll consider it.
It is Society Streams. It's called a shower orange. I didn't know what it was until someone pointed it out to me, and I did it. It's primal. It resets your inner clocks, and it makes you feel all the sensations inside that orange.
Okay. I'll try that. I got an orange. I got a shower right now.
My cat is sleeping. Well, you have an orange right now. Perfect. Put it in the fridge, get it nice and cold, and take it in the shower with you. Maybe it's Casey. Thank you so much for calling in and getting this amazing grapefruit drawn. I am sorry that you have an allergy. I hope that you are still able to partake in all the things that you like, and you learn more about those allergens.
I don't want to learn anything about them.
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. I'm perfect. I'm a perfect human. I have no allergies. The lady looked at me and said, "This rarely happens." Pizza?
No, I'm not going to say it again.
What are you allergic to?
I said I'm allergic to all the nuts except these nuts.
Ah! Oh, maybe it's Casey. You do. You're quite the comedian. Thank you so much for calling, and maybe it's Casey. Make sure you don't keep eating these nuts, Red call.
I'd go home.
You're like, get me the hell off the phone. All right, Jesus Christ. Give me the hell off the phone. Midna, there are certain things in life that you don't understand. Oh, big yawn. There are certain things in life that you just don't understand. Come here. I want people to see you. There are certain things in life that you just don't understand. One of them is... Ow! Let me answer the phone!
Call from
Is it Ungoy Muffin?
Ungoy Muffin. Ungoy Muffin! The Muffin Boy!
It's my birthday today. It's
Happy
my
birthday! I did. I saw that on social medias. Happy birthday, Ungoy Muffin. Happy birthday, you're 100. That's crazy.
I'm 1/4 of the way to 100. I'm 24.
24! I remember my 24th birthday. It was in a Walmart.
I went to Walmart.
Yeah, it was in a Walmart.
Wow. I remember my 24th birthday.
Because it was very recently.
Yeah, it's currently happening right now. I also have good news for you.
They do work with Tangelos. What's your name? I disagree completely. Yes, they do. They work. And you will agree with me that it will work with a Tangelo. You were saying something about your birthday, Ungoy Muffin? I mean to cut you off, yes?
I'm a Mangelo now.
You're a Mangelo. You were a Mangelo and you turned 18.
Now I'm a real Mangelo. I've been a Mangelo for 6 years, and now I finally accepted what I am.
You are, and you're a good boy. You're a good boy. The Jingos are coming. You're a good boy. You're a good man. You're a pious man. You're religious. Listen, if you wanna play the drums, you gotta get the cooking. Ongoing Muffin.
Must practice for 100 years.
Ongoing Muffin, we are driving down Biscayne Boulevard, Miami, Florida, in the Lamborghini Countach Moneyworms edition, going 69 miles an hour down Biscayne Boulevard. And it's your birthday. It's your birthday! And I'm gonna check the P.O. box, I promise. And I'm gonna send you your things, I promise. I figured out how to do it. To figure out how to do it, you just put it in a thing, and you put it in one of those blue things, and you don't have a return address. But you're confident that it'll get there. And Ungoy Muffin, happy birthday! I want to draw for you the most important fruit.
Mangoes.
Mangoes? Is mangoes your favorite fruit?
Yeah. It's like I want to think it's Tangelo because it rhymes with my name, but it's
Angelo. Trippy. Thank you. So I want to give you some knowledge. Do you know that the mango is the world's most consumed fruit across the world?
I did not know that.
I know. I would think it would be an apple or a banana or something like that, but it is. It is the mango. It is the most readily available fruit and most biodiverse fruit. No, the world is the most. The world is very conducive towards the mango. And most people, if they are eating a fruit, it is the highest probability that it is a mango. Ungoy Muffin.
There are different species of mangoes too. They all look differently. They all look funky, fresh, sweet.
That's another thing. You're right.
Ones.
You're right. One's as big as your head. One's as big as D's, you know? But here's the thing. Fact check me on it. It is true. Look it up. It is the most consumed fruit. I was baffled myself because I had just really gotten into mangoes recently. And let me say, Ungoy Muffin, they've got really good mangoes in Florida, but not so much in Atlanta, Georgia.
Wow.
Mango chips.
Okay, you say it's the
Mango centric, yeah.
but I think I account for 27% of all mango consumption.
How many mangoes you eat in a week?
How many pieces of bread have you eaten in your lifetime?
Shut up, Gamma. No, it's not. No, it's not. Do you have one a day?
I have more than one a day.
You have more than one mango a day?
I've been putting mangoes in my milkshake for breakfast for since the pandemic started.
Tomatoes and then bananas. Now I'm just a liar on the internet.
Breakfast.
Now why?
Tomatoes is like
fuck tomatoes. That's not no.
Tomatoes.
I like tomatoes. I like tomatoes. I'm just saying that's not. No one will request a tomato is not a traditional fruit, although it might be a fruit. Mango is number 6. All right.
Knowledge is knowing that tomatoes is a fruit, but wisdom is knowing that tomatoes goes well with a salad.
Yes, that is, and what is it? What's fuck? Wisdom? No, it's not luck. Strength is squishing a tomato. Dexterity is being able to throw it. Oh, you're right. And wisdom is knowing that you shouldn't put a tomato in a fruit salad or sandwich.
But it's good for a caprice. It's a very good caprice too.
I lied to you on my muffin. Let me rephrase this. Did you know that mangoes are the number 6th most consumed fruit in the world?
You smited me.
I thought I was.
Smited me. You know what? I'm gonna capture your smiting. I captured you lying to me on my stream.
I didn't try to. Okay, I read that somewhere. Okay, I read it somewhere. I read it on the internet, and I just said it. And I want to spread my false knowledge of world's most consumed fruit. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about mangoes. I love mangoes. How do you extract the meat? First of all, where do you get your mango? 1, where do you get your mangoes? And 2, how do you get the mango ready to eat? How do you prepare a mango?
This is very interesting. So, do you know what a drainage ditch is? A drainage ditch in like a city or whatnot.
What is it called?
You know what that is? A drainage ditch. You know what that is?
One more time. One more time.
Drainage ditch.
A drainage ditch.
Yeah, do you know what that is?
Yes, I know what a drainage ditch is.
So, the city that I live in currently put a drainage ditch next to my house, and they have not maintained it. So what my family did has planted a bunch of mango trees in this ditch, and now it's become very fertile ground for the mango trees.
So you're like, hey, if the city isn't going to clean up their shit, we're just going to spread our mango seed all in it. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, no, that's exactly what happened.
Tahini.
We got mangoes like every fucking summer, and I put it in storage, and I cut it up like a dice board. I get the mango
dice
meat
it, okay.
I dice, and I open it up like it's a 3-parter. You cut the middle. You get 2 cuts. You get the middle exposed, and then you have the top and bottom like a sandwich. And then you dice it up, but while you're still holding it, and then you open it up, and it blooms like an artichoke.
Ah, okay, I've seen that method. I'm so jealous because here's the thing. One of our interns brought up a bunch of mangoes from Miami, and they were so good. And I ate all of them in like 3 days. They were so good. And then I went to the store because I was like, I like mangoes now. I'm a mango guy now. I never was a mango guy. I've had them. I like mango flavored things, but I never tried the fruit really. And then I had them. And I realized I'm a mango guy, and I don't blame that it's the number 1 consumed fruit in the world, and it is. But I bought them here, and they're trash. They're ass, Ongoy.
The best kind of fruit is not in the public store or no public. It's like by the people that grow them themselves.
I
All that
know.
hard work. Mango
Mango
worms.
worms.
Okay, this is Mango Worms 2022. Okay, the lies must end here. I'm putting the truth hammer.
I know,
down.
Knuckles. I agree with you. Knuckles with a V, exactly. Well, here's the thing, Ongoing Muffin. I've just started to go to my local farmers market, and the quality of everything is so much better. But it just takes hours to buy your stuff there because there's so many fucking people in this world. Ongoing Muffin. There's so many people, and it's the number one consumed fruit in the world. So you think of all those people trying to get mangoes on a Saturday at 3 p.m. It's just going to take you an hour to get a mango.
That's why you have to grow it in a drainage ditch. Okay, that's what the first.
How long does it take to grow a fucking mango tree? I feel like it takes like years to grow a tree.
Yeah, it took years. It did take years, and we have multiple trees too. Also, you can cheat by grafting the branches of a mango tree to a compatible tree too. You can graft.
We need
graft
compatible
you can graft
trees.
It.
I just like, what's that called? When you I just disassociated there for like a solid 3 seconds. Let's draw a mango. I feel like you can see it in my face. A papaya. Papaya is also good. Mango, I knew it.
I had a bunch of papaya. But then Hurricane Charlie killed them all.
See, mangoes, were they traditional mangoes? Is your favorite mango a traditional mango?
It's like yellow, and it's like from Asia usually.
Yes.
'Cause they're big and sweet. They're sweet. We love sweet. It's like eating butt. Oh god,
So
eating
eating
ice
butts. That's all I heard. It's like eating
Eating
butts. Nice and sweet, eating butts.
cream. Did you know that you're on Twitch right now, Moneyworms?
What am I?
You're on Twitch right now.
I am on Twitch right now.
Yeah, I'm watching you on Twitch. On Twitch.
What the hell's going on? What?
I'm watching you on Twitch.
What? Hold on. What does that mean? You're confusing me.
Oh, I'm streaming you on Twitch.
Oh, you're streaming me?
I'm streaming you on Twitch right now.
Oh. Well, happy birthday. It's your birthday stream. I'll send all these beautiful people your way afterwards, Ongoing Muffin. Don't you worry. It's your birthday. I have to legally. And
you yelled me last year.
I was going to say, I bunged it up at one point where let's color this one in. It's your birthday. Let's color in this mango for you.
I have to thank God and everything because the mango has brought me closer to my Filipino culture, and it has brought me closer to my father.
Yeah, thank God for the mango.
Yeah.
When you're up there, please let him or her or whatever know that I'm not fucking digging shit right now. All right? Let him fucking know. You were saying. Go ahead.
It's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Mango. Okay.
What's the most pious fruit? What's like the holiest fruit in your opinion?
The holiest fruit is either I have a lot of bad association with fruit actually. They say an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but then I can't see my family then if I eat an apple. And then figs taste weird. So it's mangoes. Mangoes are the most holy fruit. It's brought me closer to my community and closer to my father. Because we don't bond well. But then when I'm catching mangoes in a little pool catcher, you know the pool cleaner, the net for you to pull? I literally shake the mango tree with a pool net. And the mangoes fall inside the pool net.
Wow.
And it's really yellow. It's yellow. Yellow, like the halo. You know how in some pictures it's yellow? That's what it is like. Yeah, it's you can just eat it. It's oh man. You know what? It's the term, the nectar of the gods.
Yes.
That's mango nectar. That's mango nectar right there.
I don't know. I think it's You ever had like a real good flan from a restaurant?
Yeah. Oh my god. Oof.
That's what I think is. When I think of like mana or nectar, that's what I think of.
My grandma said McDonald's French fries are mana sometimes. That's what my grandma said.
Your grandma said that McDonald's French fries are monochromatic. What did she say?
No, my grandma said the mana from heaven. McDonald's French fries.
Yeah, that's kind of true too, though. I can see that. The McDonald's French fries are really good. They are good.
The McDonald's is one good thing, and they never expire. Ever.
Yeah, that's.
So, forever. If we can get food that it would never rot. Wow.
Juicy. I lost my sharpener for all this stuff, so I gotta buy a new one. That's what all the bits are going for tonight.
You gotta have a sharp wit. Sorry, I mean.
I keep putting them on these weird pedestals, like these weird Romanesque pedestals. I'm gonna put this one on.
Can you give it a halo? Can you give it a halo?
A what?
Yeah, a halo.
Yes.
Wings. Holy shit. It's just very like Roman architecture.
Yes.
Have you ever had 13 different bowls? 13 different fruit.
Have I ever had 15 balls in my mouth, Uncle Muffin?
No. Have you ever had
Yes.
like 13 different? Yes. What kind of balls?
Uncle Muffin. This is the most prime and delicious of fruits. I agree with you. I think this is an S tier fruit. It has so recently become a part of my diet, and I am on a quest. Uncle Muffin, can you mail fruit? No, you can't. You can't mail fruit. You can't mail fruit to my P.O. box. It doesn't work.
I could probably mail like the seeds, maybe, or like the dried up kind, but not. M2 Flamingo.
Horatio Mangoson. Who is that? A lot of balls. A lot of story for another day.
That's a man I want to be one day.
Uncle Muffin. Happy birthday. Thank you for being an Among Us.
Among Us.
Rad call, Uncle Muffin. Happy birthday.
Love you. Love you, Moneyworms. Dream big and sweet dreams. Love you.
Sweet dreams. Stay up and stream.
Yeah, man, of course.
Rad call. Jingles are coming. Thank you, folks. Okay. Hit up the Mexican market for your mangoes. Okay, Crack Mother. Good point. I know that we've got a ton of them. There's one close to my house. I will check that out.
Call from
Pabark.
Pabark.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going, Pabark?
It's going. I'm joining late to the stream, so I so far I've only really seen the mango, but I know now from chat that it's fruit related.
It is, and I can tell you what we've drawn so far. We've drawn, and you can do this is your favorite fruit. Just because it's someone else's favorite fruit doesn't mean it can't be your favorite fruit. So we've drawn a peach. We have drawn an apple. We have drawn a banana. We have drawn, which is also my favorite fruit. We have drawn a grapefruit, and we have drawn a mango.
All right, I'm gonna shake it up. I'm gonna shake it up a little bit.
You're shaking up the tree.
I wanna test you a little bit.
Oh, okay. I already know the single most consumed fruit around the world.
And maybe for good reason. I mean, mangoes, pretty great.
It is.
When I was living in Michigan, not great.
Ah.
Really grainy.
Yes.
You know, and I would power
Hairy.
through it because it still tasted good, but it was really grainy.
Dick fruit.
But now that I'm in Florida, you know, I'm closer to the source.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. Pretty damn good.
Florida's got the good stuff, and half of it grows in your fucking backyard or neighbor's lawn too.
You can just go over there and steal it.
Yeah.
Not that I've done that.
You're allowed, because
just,
those people, they don't. It just rots and it falls on the ground, and then you get those weird squirrels that are like the size of dogs that start eating them. You know what I'm talking about?
With the apples?
Yeah, like all of them. Like any kind of fruit that like rots and then on the ground. If you let it go too long, you get those big ass squirrels that they consume.
I haven't gotten that. What I got up in Michigan, in our yard, we had crab apples.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's just little tiny little hard apples that you couldn't eat. You didn't want to eat. No one's going to eat them. But you know who did eat them?
The squirrels.
Bees and wasps.
And wasps?
Mostly wasps. Mostly wasps. So you got
mostly wasps.
these like
fucking always mostly
gross,
wasps.
soggy. You got gross, soggy little apples that you couldn't eat. You wanted to. They look good. You can't eat them.
No. And then and then you get wasps.
You just got wasps. Eating them, getting drunk off of them, getting angry.
Do you think it makes
And then they would
the
just
wasps
chase ya.
drunk?
I don't know about wasps, but I know about squirrels. Squirrels can get drunk off of fermented fruits that like fall, or like pumpkins that are sitting out for too long. They can get drunk. Look it up. YouTube that.
I've seen that.
You'll see some drunk squirrels.
I have seen that. I've seen the monkeys that get drunk and they get smashed, and that's how they, you know, much like humans, it's how they procreate. You know, it's how the people who are more unappealing can find other people for them. But you said you're switching things up. What is this forbidden fruit that you are dancing around?
All right, well, okay, so the forbidden fruit, I think chat needs to come up with a name for it, but I'm going to combine my favorite fruit with my least favorite fruit, and you have to come up with a drawing for that, because in my mind's eye, I can kind of see it, but I just I don't know. You know, I'm not an artiste, but you Moneyworms, I think you can come up with something.
So this is not a real fruit.
It's not a real fruit, but it's a combination. Like if we could do it, if we could do this
Simbi, it's good
abomination.
We're drawing fruits. All right, so an abomination of fruits. So what are you asking? You're asking the community to think of a perfect fruit?
No. I want them to come up with the name of my favorite.
The name of
not
yours.
favorite.
Well, I
but
see
my,
one. I see a rawberry, a schnozberry. I say.
Oh, come on.
Hey. Hey, love the fit. Love.
All right, Moneyworms. I my favorite fruit of all time.
Yes.
Raspberry.
A raspberry.
I love them.
Raspberries are
A
great.
raspberry. I love raspberries.
Raspberries
Frozen, fresh.
raspberries are great.
So we got a raspberry,
Expensive.
but then you got my least favorite, quote unquote, fruit, a tomato.
Ooh, you know, I feel that. I'm the kind of person, I don't like raw tomatoes unless it's like the cherry tomatoes and I eat them real fast, or they're like in something
Same
on a
thing.
sandwich. But a cooked tomato is
And
good.
they can't be. Cooked tomatoes are great. Ketchup is great.
Yes.
Cherry tomatoes are good as long as they have that crunch to them. But if
Yep.
they're soggy, get them out of here.
No, soggy tomatoes.
Otherwise-
blow.
No, I don't like that. I don't know what it is about tomatoes besides, you know, the byproduct of. I hate it. So I want you to combine my favorite fruit, a raspberry, with a tomato.
A
And maybe we
GMO.
can make the tomato better. Yeah. Let's take science and just you know, combine my favorite with my least favorite, and maybe we can make something that's Okay.
I'm trying. I'm gonna try to do that for you. It's hard to draw a raspberry. I've like never tried to do it. There's a lot of random.
It's a lot of. But you also have to combine, with a little bit of tomato, so it could make it easier.
I think I know what I'm gonna do. It doesn't make it easier.
Oh.
That's okay, because I'm up for the challenge.
I mean, I'm feeling pretty hungry just looking at this drawing right now. Mm.
Oh.
But Chad, come up with a name for this. Oh God. Oh no. I've lost my appetite.
You know where this is going.
Okay. This just immediately solidifies the tomato as the worst, quote unquote, fruit. I still won't. It's like Pluto.
What?
It's science.
I think I know where you're going. Okay, I got you. It's like it is a planet, but it's not a planet.
Pluto a planet. Yeah, exactly. I can't consider a tomato a fruit, even though all these smarty pants out there. Oh, tomatoes a fruit. Oh my God, get out of here. Man, maybe I just need to pop like a little sliver of a tomato in my mouth and a couple raspberries and just see what happens.
I don't know. I'm kind of with you.
This looks
disgusting.
looks like an STD.
It does. It looks like some weird alien fruit. It does look like an STD. Did somebody say that?
I don't know.
You said that.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the drawing, and it's really lumpy, but kind of shiny and slimy. Oh God, it's the worst part of. Okay, Moneyworms, you're drawing the worst part of both.
Am I? Well, then you're really gonna hate this.
Oh God, no. Oh, what's this?
So nice.
What's this? What's this? What is this? What are you doing? No! Jam! I don't want jam out of this! I don't want jam out of this abomination! Oh my Lord. Oh, it's got those little... Now, what kind of seeds are those? Are the raspberry seeds that get stuck in your teeth, or the
I think
tomato seeds that are just terrible?
I think it's got to be tomato seeds. It has to be. It's the worst part of all of it. You said it yourself.
It's true. It's true. Oh no!
Look at that.
On toast.
On toast. You're toast. We're all toast.
This is something that I would think that British people would eat and enjoy. They would think that this is like the best thing ever, because... Sorry if there's any UK visitors.
It's all right.
In the stream,
we know. Listen, we Americans were getting dumped on tonight. They're saying we didn't have any cheese. Saying we don't have, you can't find a good mango and 90%, and it's true, all right? But 99% of everything else we're good at. Sports. Vegemite's ass.
Yeah.
Sports.
Yeah.
Baseball.
Yeah.
We're the best at baseball. We are the baseball nation. We're a nation of baseball people.
Yeah, I think baseball got canceled.
No, it's back up
okay.
today. Hey, feeding the birds. Thank you for getting sleepy with us. Yes, they came to a conclusion. We're number one at capitalism, baby. Baseball.
We're
gotta love baseball.
Number one at capitalism, baby.
I'd be sitting there. I'd be in the dugout. I'd be eating seeds. I ate seeds quicker than everyone else. That was what I was known for on the baseball team. I could de-seed a sunflower seed faster than anyone else on the team.
Really? That's actually those kind of go hand in hand as sunflower seeds and baseball.
They do.
See,
I challenge anyone to first person to de-seed 100 sunflower seeds without and split. You have to split it in half. You don't want to mangle the seed. If you mangle the seed, it doesn't count, Pabark. I will go mano a mano against you, and I will out-seed quicker than you.
Look, my dad loved sunflower seeds, and I try to.
I don't want to go.
I wanted to get. No. No, you would obliterate him.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to do it the right way.
Yes.
You wanted to eat it by splitting it. You wanted to split it and then eat the seed, spit out the shell, right? No, he just ate the shell and the seed both.
No,
that's
how you
what's
get
wrong with you?
Spiky shits that will claw your anus on the way out. The shell's cut by the Tactic Society's dreams. It's good. It's fibrous.
He's a true baseball fan.
He is. And
he's a true baseball fan.
He's a true baseball fan.
I mean, he was just like, well, you know what? I'm skipping all this. I'm just going to...
You know what? There's no mess. Because I would get yelled at in my house, and my mom would come in and she'd be like, what the hell are these little seeds all over the place? Because they got to go somewhere, you know? But if you eat the whole thing, there's no cleanup. But you do. You sacrifice an unscathed anus.
Yeah. That's why I just paid the premium and just got the de-shelled ones. You know what? I'm just being honest. I wanted I wanted instant payoff. I wanted the instant gratification. I didn't want to sit there and pick at it.
Pabark, I know you.
I just wanted a handful of.
There's a lot of calories in sunflower seeds, and eating them in mass quantity when they're already when they're it's a good fat. Really? It's not a bad fat. It's a good, polynucleo snackeride. It's good for you, but there's a lot of energy, and people don't realize that. So, having to shell them, it limits the amount of seed that goes into your body.
So you're saying is what I was doing was the equivalent of opening up a bottle of olive oil and just chugging it for a couple seconds.
If you're eating them in like mass quantities, like if you just like have a whole and you like your mouth is full entirely and you're chewing them, that's like an hour of shelling them. Yeah.
That's what I used to do. I mean, not in years, like over 10 years. But the David's sunflowers, is that what it was called?
David's Primo. Yeah, David's is Primo. Lance's are also.
Yeah, dude, I just used to, I was sitting there at the gas station and I'm looking and I'm like, well, I could get the shelled ones, but this is easier. And I would grab it and just glug, glug, glug. I wouldn't even chew.
No, see.
They were great.
You got to be careful. It's fine. You're a growing boy. You're a growing, healthy boy.
Yeah, well, I mean,
but don't get used to it.
I was like 18. It's fine. It's probably out of my system. It's definitely out of my system by now. I'm definitely feeling the effects, I think, now. So let's get that PSA out there. Apparently,
what motion?
I've learned something. Don't just eat just the sunflower seeds themselves without pacing yourself.
Or go and abide by the recommended daily allowance of that. The only reason I say that is because I used to put a lot of them on salads when I was trying to lose weight, and one of my buddies was like, hey man, you gotta watch how many fucking sunflower seeds you're chonking on that salad, because honestly it's doing you a lot more harm. When you're shoving seeds in my mouth.
Dude,
what are you talking
you're blowing my mind right now. Honestly, you're blowing my mind, and I'm like, think of the name, sunflower seed. That sounds so just innocuous. That sounds so healthy. It's a seed.
Sunflower seed oil is amazing for you. Grapeseed oil. Grapes have seeds, and you can make oil out of them. Grapeseed oil is good for you. But here's the thing. We all have a limit, and sometimes the limit is a quarter of a cup. Because I'm telling you, if you ate a cup of straight sunflower seeds, You
A
should,
quarter of a cup? That's
Yeah.
the limit?
Yeah, well, that's probably
Dude, I used to use bags.
a
I
recommended
used to use
daily
bags of
allowance.
them.
That's what I'm saying. If you're eating a whole, like, that's what I'm saying. And people don't understand this. Ugly Muffin, thank you so much for the gifted sub. I appreciate you for the sub. Not gifted,
Why do they even
for
sell
sub.
that then? They're just trying to kill people. Oh my god, dude!
He's saying shelled. Unshelled. Just the sunflower seeds. Pabark only eats the sunflower seeds. Yeah, if you ate a cup of that, that's like your daily fats for like 2 days. Pabark.
What? Dude, like what? Each one of those bags is like two cups?
It's like a couple days of energy. There's a lot of energy.
Oh my god, no.
We've
no.
gone on this seed tangent, and I'm glad that you've made the seed journey with us. But it's at an end, Pabark. Here's your disgusting, horrible fruit. It's the perfect fruit, and the inside's the worst fruit. Sneeds.
I mean, I'm glad that you made it, but my god, I'm upset that I came up with this. Not gonna lie.
It was your.
All right, next caller. I don't think this was a rad call.
It's always a rad call.
I mean, it was an all right call, but I made something disgusting. I'm learning things that I shouldn't have done as a young child.
Here's the thing. I learned that mangoes are not the #1 consumed fruit in the world, and you learned that yes, just be careful when you're eating the shelled sunflower seeds.
The unshelled. The shelled are fine.
Well,
you taught me that.
I think when you say are they shelled, I feel like shelled is the act of taking them off, right?
Oh, right. Well, okay, but if you get an unshelled, all right.
Rad
yes,
call.
You're right.
Rad
okay.
call, Pabar.
All right, red call. Red call. Next call. I want to see, and I want someone to come up with a great fruit drawing on this next one. So I'm ready to see it. We'll talk to you later, Moneyworms.
Thank you for calling in. You don't have to come up with a fruit. It's your perfect favorite fruit. I guess that is a little bit ambiguous. Drawing you the perfect fruit. It's probably your favorite, though. Let's go with favorite fruit, and we'll give you the perfect version of it. I feel like this is not the perfect version of a fruit. Strong number.
Call from Fisher.
Fisher.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Fisher.
I think I just heard you say you're saying draw favorite foods. Is that right?
The most perfect of your favorite fruit. The most idealistic version of your favorite fruit. And why you pick that fruit.
So strawberries are actually my favorite fruit of all time.
Strawberries are great.
Every new house I move into, I plant at least 3 or 4 strawberry plants in the yard before leaving.
Now, do you plant them from seed, or do you just take the plant and put them in the ground?
I take the plant and put them in the ground. Those are called
strawberries
start
have their seeds on the outside. You can see you saying that, Roy, though. It's like in kindergarten. Okay, so wait, you don't start it from seed. You don't start it from seed?
No, I'm really bad at that part. I have really bad ADHD. I can't pay attention to little seeds like that. Because those ones are things that I feel like you have to really put a lot of attention into.
I can't pay attention to little seeds either. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's very hard for me to pay attention to little seeds.
Yeah, it's just a lot. I like overwater them and stuff. So as long as if they just get to start going, then I can go check them every day and make sure the ants aren't eating them, and just take care of them that way. But pretty much every house since I'm going to say 2016, I've planted, about 4 to 6 at each house.
Right, Pearls?
And so they're very important to me.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. I love a good strawberry. When I was younger, my mama would put sugar on a plate, and she'd cut the strawberries in half, and I would dunk strawberries in sugar and eat them.
Aww. Like they weren't already sweet enough.
I know. That's why. My mom did some weird 50s shit that I'm like, I don't, I love it though. She made a lot of meatloaf.
Absolutely. I still put a little sprinkle of sugar on my grapefruit. Not that I need it. It's just a little.
Now, the strawberries that you're growing, how long do they take from when you plant them into the ground, and how many fruits are you able to get out of them?
It really depends on which
Not
ones you
powdered
plant.
sugar, just regular sugar, granulated. Yes, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. I know that you read from chat. It really depends on the plants that you. There's different types. How there's different types of apples, and actually there's different types of oranges, which I didn't know until I worked at a grocery store a couple years ago. I was like, wow, I didn't know there was like over 10 different types of oranges, but there's a bunch of different types of strawberries as well. And so there's everbearing, there's June bearing, and I want to say there's July bearing, but I can't quite remember. But I can tell you that there's everbearing and June bearing.
Is everbearing, is that like they fruit throughout the year?
Yes. As soon as you plant them in the spring, like around now would be the time to do it. How I remember is Super Bowl Sundays are also act as a plant. It's like a seed. What is it? I don't remember what it's called. My roommate told me what it is. It acts as another time frame in which planters get together and trade their seedlings and plant their seeds and stuff, because that's when you're supposed to plant them, and then they start to grow. And so this is about the time frame where you would buy the start. So I would go to the store right now, buy my start, and then I would go dig a hole in my yard and I would put it in the hole right now. And then they should be bearing within March, April, May, June. So we have 3 months.
If someone came to my Super Bowl party and began haggling fruit seeds with each other, I would be very disappointed.
Disappointed? Why?
Because I did not invite you all to have some sort of open discourse on fruits. I had you over to watch the game.
I have 2 things to say about that. Super Bowl is one of my favorite days in the whole world, and I'm not a sports person. I don't know why. I just really get into Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Number
great.
1. But number 2, I do think I would be a little annoyed if people showed up with plants if I'm trying to get into the game.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But you know what? If I had a Super Bowl party where everyone knew to do that, then I think it'd be fine. I've never heard. I love that. So what you're saying is I should go to the store soon to get all of the fruits and vegetables that I want to plant, even if this weekend it's supposed to dip down to like 40 again, because the weather can't make up its fucking mind.
The only issue with that is as long as it doesn't drop below freezing so that it doesn't fuck up the flowers, then yes. Because if the flowers get fucked up, that's when your berries are going to come out wrong because they're not going to get pollinated correctly, and the bees aren't going to be able to jump to each flower and everything. That's the part. Like second freeze is like those second frosts are what is really detrimental to like the bee colonies and stuff. You know when you get like a cart of strawberries and there's like really, really cute ones, and then there's some that are they're still cute, but they're a little wonky. Those
like
ones haven't been
the girthy ones, the real
like
the ones that come out looking like this, like. Ah.
Let me go back to my computer. I walk around when I talk on the phone. Oh yes, of course. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah, the
I
whole
like those ones. They add character. I like them to. I like my strawberries to look like asses. I like that.
Well, make sure when you draw me a couple strawberries, you got to put a couple in there.
Some assberries.
Assberries.
It's a different thing. You don't want assberries. My cat's got assberries. Come here.
Oh no, for real? Does he need to go to the doctor?
No, you just cut them out with scissors. You just cut them out with scissors.
Bring her to the vet, and they're like, "Dude, just use scissors."
Your child has Assberries. All right, so you're telling me I gotta go in because I want to do this year. I want to do jalapenos. I want to do banana peppers. I'd like to do some tomatoes. I need to start on that soon, don't I?
I think that the peppers, if I can remember correctly, are kind of everbearing. Those are motherfuckers you can get back. You can get later in like August and September.
Okay.
It depends. Are you making hot sauce with them? Like, do you want them to be hot?
Last time I did it, they were the hottest things, and they were almost inedible. I don't know why.
So the longer, if I remember correctly, the longer that you have them grow, the spicier they're going to be, but I could be very wrong. Chat might be able to correct me on that.
It's all right. Chat will correct you because when you say that mangoes are the #1 consumed fruit in the world, they will fact check you and make you feel silly and insignificant.
You picked a good topic tonight, Worm.
I know I did, and the proof is in the pudding. It doesn't matter what the topic is. It's always going to be good because that's just part of it. It's always going to be
The
good.
proof is in the yogurt.
The proof is in the yogurt. But here's the thing. Yogurt gives me violent gas. I feel like a balloon.
We'll get the non-dairy yogurt.
Yeah, but that's not as good. I don't know. I'm not big. I'm not big on like light stuff and like low carb stuff and low sugar stuff. Like, I don't enjoy it as much, you know.
I totally understand. I'm the same way. I like that you guys were talking about tomatoes and stuff in the middle of your guys' kind of rant about tomatoes in the last call. I was literally cutting up an heirloom tomato, like.
So you like tomatoes? You just like to eating raw tomatoes?
I'm one of those. Yeah, I'm eating it like an apple and stuff. But I'm in the same boat as you in that sense that it kind of hurts me now. So I only cut half of one, and I'm starting to wean myself off because they are starting to hurt my stomach, which sucks because I actually really like tomatoes. But I feel the same way. I get really bloated and stuff. I can barely eat spaghetti. I can barely eat pizza now.
Here's a good
It's a bummer.
ass strawberry. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like I just know that any kind of yogurt is just going to do that to me. And why do they have they've got little hairs on like the little apex, you know, and the little pointy part. They've got little hairs on them, you know?
Mhm.
What is that?
I don't know what those are.
I don't either.
I don't know.
Do you eat those?
Yeah, you can.
You can do anything.
You can do literally whatever the fuck you want. You could eat even the green part of it. It's not very tasty, but you can do it.
Yeah.
Fun fact about strawberries in that sense, what you're drawing right there, those are the seeds.
I didn't know that. Roybo said it. I thought he was joking.
Oh, yeah, no, those are the seeds. Yeah, if you pulled each one of those off with a toothpick and you would gingerly put it in a little thing of like dirt or like, what's it called? It's called, I know there's people in the chat that know this better than me. It's germination. You like put it in like a wet paper towel and like leave it in a warm cupboard for like 4 days. You'll start to see like a little sprout come out, and then that's when you put it in the dirt. And you're supposed to put them in the dirt like apart from each other. So you know, if you ever see like videos or any form of show where it shows people sprinkling seeds around, they're fucking up. You're supposed to put each seed individually in, otherwise it like they start just like fighting for nutrition with each other, and then nothing thrives.
You said that there are ants.
Yeah, I would get ants in mine all the time. I just kind of brush them away. Because after you kind of fuck up their trail, then they kind of have to find it again. And they would have like one. By the next morning, I'd still have a big, what's the word? I'd be able to have a good harvest. And then they would have like one. And I was okay with giving the ants one. You know,
one berry?
Just one, because there is a huge berry. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. But yeah, they would basically
like
find one and be like, fuck yeah.
It's like a bargaining chip. It's like, listen, if I give you one, will you leave the rest of them alone?
Yeah. I mean, that's how I felt anyways.
It's karma.
I was really sad I wanted to do raspberries too. Every house so it's like it's 1, 2, 3, 4 houses so far in the past 4 years, I've planted strawberries at each house. Like basically right when I show up and I'm able to plant strawberries, I plant them. And I'm usually able to get at least one harvest out of them before I either end up moving or they get destroyed. And I also had tried with the raspberry bush a couple times. Turns out it takes like 2 years for raspberry bushes to give you any form of, I cannot find this word, but it takes like 2 years for them to like give you like a good amount of fruit.
A perennium.
And I didn't know that. A perennium? No,
a
that's
perennium.
not the word. It's a bounty? A bounty? That might be the word. Before they give you like a real bounty of like berry collection?
A bounty.
I don't know. But
you're thinking of
raspberries take like 2 years, and I planted one, and I didn't know. I was like, I'm gonna wait for 2 years because I figured I'd be at this house for 2 years. But then COVID hit, plans changed. But I got one little tiny raspberry out of it.
You're thinking of a perennium plant.
No, there's a word I'm looking for when you harvest them. Oh, is that the word harvest? I think that's it.
When you harvest them is harvesting them. But you're thinking of every 2 years. That's a perennium. Or 2-season.
Yeah.
Perennium plant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. No, there's just another word I was looking for when you try to get the berry from the plant. And I think it was harvesting the bounty.
Extract. You can extract berries.
But yeah, I ended up getting one little tiny berry. I went to check on it and was like, oh, and it was just the perfect single tiny raspberry in this tiny raspberry bush. So I was able to get one from it before I had to move.
But it's a perennium, so next year you'll be able to get all the rest of them.
Well, I moved away and it's been 2 years, and I don't know if it's still there or not.
You gave a nice little happy perennium plant to the next people. Taint berries. Wow.
They might have. I think they might have mowed it down. That's the part, and I don't want to check it. I want to pretend like it's there still. So you're right. I'm sure that it grew into a big, beautiful raspberry plant, and they're feasting on them.
They're tasting your perennium. Very nice.
I like your one ant with the top hat. That's very cute. Thank you.
It is, and it's sad because it knows that the season is almost over.
It's not almost over. What are you talking about? It's just getting started.
Yeah, but these are already picked. And I drew this one. Is this what you're talking about? This one was affected by the frost when you get a real, like, girthy, odd, bunged up one?
It's so the frost will affect the flowers, in which it makes it hard for them to be pollinated. And if a flower gets, like, not properly pollinated, that's what makes them grow kind of wonky like that. You did a really good job at that. Oh, my gosh.
I know, because I like those ones. Those are my favorite ones. I like the odd ones.
This is very cute.
Good job, T-Ball Sub. Make sure it's the poop button. What? Make sure your plants are good. They're growing two times a year. Well, Fisher, thank you so much for calling in. I've been waiting to draw a strawberry. I think these strawberries look fantastic and delicious.
I'm very happy that I was one to get the strawberries. I appreciate you.
Do you like strawberry jam?
No, I don't really eat jam. I don't really eat bread.
Smart. Well, Fisher, thank you so much for calling in.
Yep. See you in hell.
See you in hell. Rad call. We'll do 2 more calls, because here's the thing. I'm a little under the weather. The NyQuil takes about 30 minutes to kick in, so I'll probably take that right after stream and try to snooze around midnight. But I'll be back on Sunday, everybody. We're going to do something fun on Sunday. I want to do a new stream. I know we've done a lot of repeat streams, but it's only because we have to add the retro factor. And also, some days I just get up and I'm like, you know what? I want to stream today, but I don't want to sink in 5 hours to prepare for it, because that's usually what it takes.
Call from Pippa.
Children.
Hello.
Hello. Pippa. How are you?
I'm well. How are you? You sound congested.
I'm a little sniffly. I have what the kids call the sniffles.
The sniffles. Yes. Yes. Come on, babe.
Yes. Do you like fruit?
I do.
Have you ever grown your own fruit?
I have. I've grown a bunch of fruit. There's like a whole crazy garden in the backyard.
Do you grow perenniums?
Perennial?
Yes. Do you grow
Yes.
those? What? Explain to us what that is.
The perennials are like the not, like they only harvest a couple times and then they're done, and you have to plant a new one. Like artichokes are perennials.
Perenniums.
And squash and zucchini and stuff. Not yours. Thank you.
All right. So it's basically it has a lifespan, and once they've produced enough, they have to die.
Yeah, pretty much.
What am I thinking of then? Seasonals? What are the ones that like produce 2 times a year? Biperenniums?
I think those, they might be like,
Annuals.
I don't know what the difference is in those. Maybe,
Biannuals.
well, no, wouldn't annuals be like,
Once a year.
well, yeah, I guess, I don't know. Oh,
Biannuals.
I don't know what the difference is with those. Because I know there's a different one. I thought annuals was the ones that just like keep growing, or is that something else?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. What do you like to grow, Pepe?
What I had fun growing was a bunch of different herbs. I know, Mrs. You're so tired.
Herbs?
I know. Herbs, yeah. I had a whole bunch of herbs this last summer, or spring. I had sage and basil and mint and lemon balm and rosemary and thyme.
Do you grow them outside, manuals? Do you grow them outside, or do you grow them on your windowsill?
Outside. We had 2 little kiddie pools.
Oh, nice.
That we planted them in, and then I had a little cauldron that had lemon cucumbers.
You got a cauldron?
Yeah.
How big's wait? Like a cast iron cauldron?
Well, it wasn't a cast iron one. This one was like a thick plastic one. It was like a Halloween one, but like a fancy kind of Halloween one. So it was sturdier plastic, and we had lemon cucumbers in them one year, and the next year we had, I think, jalapenos. Yep.
I grew jalapenos outside once, and they were very small, and they were inedible because they were incredibly hot. Even I grew banana peppers, which are not supposed to be hot, and even the banana peppers were extremely hot. They were impossible to eat, and I de-seeded them, and they were still incredibly hard. I don't know what I did.
I think with that, it just depends on their size, because if they're super small, then they're going to be spicy, like super spicy. Like hatch peppers are pretty small, but crazy spicy.
Yeah, well, I just want to grow peppers that are not as caustic.
Try like a little like miniature greenhouse setup, because it might not be getting warm enough.
You know, and someone told me you can get them. My coworker said you can get like a greenhouse. They got a greenhouse somewhere crazy. I was like, you got a greenhouse there? It was like Blockbuster or something. It was wild.
Oh, whoa.
But I should get a small greenhouse. I have a lot of space. I think I'm just going to start digging up the ground and throwing it in there. Rooibos Master said that a lot of stuff just grows in red clay because that's what we have in Georgia. And he said just start digging the ground up and throwing stuff in it and you'll be fine.
Well, sometimes that works. There's actually, when Granny was calling and talking about her attachment to the Johnny Appleseed lore.
Yes.
There's an island that came out of the water all by itself, finished forming, and scientists were observing it, and they had to ban people from actually going onto the island because out of nowhere a tomato plant started growing, and they had no idea why, and then they realized that someone had tomatoes at some point and then took a shit on the island, and then a tomato plant grew from it.
Where is this?
I think it's I want to say it's somewhere in like the Atlantic side of the ocean, but it's like a little.
Why was this a bad thing? Why didn't they want shit tomatoes?
Well, because they wanted to see what would happen to a section of Earth that was untainted by people.
Oh, it was an experiment, and then someone dookied.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia soil is good for growing herbs. Is it good for growing everything, though, Roy Master? Like, can I plant just whatever the fuck I want in the ground? Can I plant, like, poppy seeds?
Well,
Tomatoes
it
run the
depends
world.
on that one.
Do you have to have a
Certain types are
license to
okay.
grow poppy seeds? Do you have to have a license to grow
know.
poppy?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're allowed to grow them, technically.
I can grow
But
what the
there's
hell I
also
want. It's my land. It's illegal? No, it's
Well-
not. I'm growing fucking poppy. So you're telling me if I take a bagel and a poppy seed bagel and I throw it in the ground, I'm not going to get opium from it?
Not likely. You might get some other things.
You can grow poppies, you
ant.
can't harvest them. Well, what's the fun in growing something if you can't harvest it? I want milk of the poppy. See, I could use milk of the poppy tonight, Pepe. I'm drinking fucking NyQuil. It's because Big Pharma doesn't let us grow our own poppy seeds. It's ridiculous. I hate America.
True. I feel you there.
It's the worst part about being in America is that we can't grow poppy. It's the worst part.
Yeah. But you know what you can grow?
Thank you so much, Fisher. Thank you. Appreciate you. What can I do?
There's a basil that you can grow that is also the base plant of another consumable plant part that makes your brain do funny things.
I gotcha. My mom used to grow salvia.
Yep.
That's what I think you're referring to. She used to grow salvia because she liked the color of it, because I believe it's like a rich purple.
Oh, it's pretty. Yeah, it's really pretty. You have to be careful, like your pets and stuff don't eat it when it's growing. And
Yeah, I had a friend who smoked salvia once and said that they were being consumed by 1,000 insects.
oh, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, crack mother.
Yeah,
you
salvia
can make it all
is a
good.
trippy one.
That's different salvia. No, it's not, Fork. Are you trying to tell me that cocoa and cocaine are two different plants? It's the same plant. You use the leaves for the drug and then the chocolate for the chocolate.
leaves.
The beans for the chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, salvia is weird. Salvia, used to people would buy salvia in Florida. Used to people would buy a bunch of weird things in Florida. They were just like,
Oh, yeah, you can buy all kinds
we
of stuff in
sprayed it."
Florida.
Spice. Do you remember Spice,
Oh.
Pepe?
Oh, God.
Do
Yeah.
you know what Spice was? Spice was small independent companies that were using weird untested pesticides, and every month they would rotate what the hell they were spraying on it, and then they were just selling it and seeing what. So every time you bought
some
Spice, it
people
was
were
different.
probably doing that, but technically there is an actual specific chemical that is just the thing that does the thing that Spice does, and then they just throw it on random blend of
K2.
smokable herbs.
Yeah, it's weird. Big Pharma will not let you harvest poppy, but they will let these crazy people just bunch of drug that in the next month that will be banned by the FDA.
Oh, I
that
think
aerosol.
it is now. I think the chemical itself is banned now.
Yeah, well, they just rotate them, and they find another one. They're like, well, this one isn't banned yet. Spray this one up, and that's why when you bought Spice, one time you bought it was the worst thing in the world, and then the next time you bought it, it was the worst thing in the world. Well, Pepe, we're done talking about spices. I don't want to get investigated for anything other than fucking up and lying on my taxes, okay? I want to draw for you
Fair
your
enough, because I've got some crazy Spice stories, and I don't even want to, like...
Save your crazy
venture
spice
this
stories.
road.
We'll have drawing your favorite spice trips as a different theme
God.
for a different night, Pepe. Don't probably
That
in
would
2
be
or 3
amazing.
weeks. Drawing your worst spice trips.
That would be amazing.
Triple
Oh,
exactly.
man, there's
Society Streams.
There's
You
some
get
gold
it.
there.
Society Streams, thanks for sticking around. Welcome to the community. I appreciate you. Well, Pepe, I want to draw your favorite fruit. What is your favorite fruit?
My favorite fruit, I've only had like twice because it is so
Couple bags. I don't know.
intense.
It's intentional?
But it's,
Well, it's an intense.
An
thing.
intense fruit. All right.
Like, it has almost no flavor, which is the weird part. It tastes really like nothing.
Huh.
But
Is it
I
a
can't
cactus
stop
pear?
myself from eating it.
Is it cactus pear?
Almost.
What
It's
is it?
dragon fruit, which if that's cactus pear, then
I
yes.
love dragon fruit. You know, dragon
my
fruit's
God.
a natural
It is-
diuretic, right?
Yes, I learned that very quickly the first time I ever ate it.
Yes, it's very good for you. It keeps you very regular, and that's why I think after I consume a bunch of this NyQuil that will bung me up, I'm going to have a dragon fruit so that I can
You
shit my
should.
pants in my sleep.
You know, ironically enough, the second time I
Cozy,
had
thank
dragon
you so
fruit was
much.
after I had surgery and had like a week worth of pain meds from surgery. So I was like, I can do
Yeah,
delicious fruit.
it's like you eat a. One time I had a cup of coffee and I drank and I ate a dragon fruit.
Oh God!
I was hugging the bowl. It was shooting out there like a rocket. My legs
like a
were above my
fire
head. My legs were above my head. I was in the prime position, but it came out smooth and it came out quick and it came out perfectly.
Mhm.
They didn't. It was a no wiper.
Oh yeah. The hydration.
We're a nation of hydration. I love the dragon fruit, and you know what? It's not. It's affordable. Sometimes they have it.
It is.
Sometimes they have it on a sale by the pound, and sometimes they have it sale by the actual fruit. You want to buy it when it's sale by the actual fruit, and it usually runs you about $3 to $4, about the same cost as a pomegranate.
Mhm. And less work.
Much less work. Popark, thank you for the get this up to Gamma. Gamma, enjoy it. If you haven't done spice, everybody, please don't do spice.
Yeah, don't do spice, and really don't do salvia either.
Don't do salvia or
That one's
spice.
just a weird one.
Wait, what an interesting fruit. It looks like a dragon. It looks alien. It looks like some sort of alien egg.
Mhm. And it's really high in antioxidants and amino acids and vitamins.
Wow, look at that circle. It is. It's very good for you. It's, you know, I was one of those kids that like, I just wanted to try everything, especially with foods. My mother was very proud of me for it. And this was one of those that I begged my family to get me. And my mama, you know, very 1950s diet, you know, potatoes, meatloaf, corn. She grew up in a very small town America. So I think she was unused to all of these amazing flavors. But she always got me the interesting foods that I did want.
That's cool.
Thank you, Crack Mother, for the 200 bits. That will go towards Evil Leprechaun Spice from the head shop down by my house.
No, don't do it.
I should just do a spice stream where I rip a fat rig of spice, and just try to get through the stream. What do you think, everybody?
Don't do that. That can be so bad.
Hey, Kai Busan, thank you so much for the sub. Sorry I'm late. Where's the fruit? The fruit's right here. No worries. You're right on time. You're right on time. T-Ball sub, thank you so much for the 500 bits. I appreciate you. Don't you dare buy spice with this and then tell us what your experience is like. Uh-oh. No, I had one bad experience in college because, you know, a buddy of mine had spice. I did it, and I sat in my dorm room not moving, and I thought my heart was going to explode. That's how fast my heartbeat was going. I don't like it. I don't trust it. Pepe, stop doing
Sounds
spice.
about right.
Stop doing spice.
Oh no, I stopped. I got divorced because of spice my first time.
Oh my god! I got fucking divorced because of spice.
For real.
You're on Jerry Springer. Spice ruined my life.
I can tell some wild stories about random dumb shit I've involved with.
Did you get you were like made the decision on spice, or like spice was the cult? Yeah, let's not talk about this. That's not
Kind of both.
A little bit of both. All right, a little bit of friggin' both. I like it.
There's like police involved and people like thinking they were lost when they were in their house, and yeah, it was a whole
fucking
thing.
Spice police.
Mhm.
Like, we put this on a podium. And we'll draw you a nice little dragon.
Yay.
Wow. I didn't expect that, but that's funny. I got divorced because of Spice. That's an opener. You gotta lead with that next time.
I'll have to that one.
when I answer the phone, just be like, "Hey, I got divorced because of Spice."
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for being such a good sport about that. I know it's not really something to joke about, but it seems like
Oh, that
it's
was
in the
like
past.
a while ago. So,
Yes.
God, when was that? It was like 2010 or something.
Oh, those were prime Spice days. That's when I freaked out in my.
Oh yeah.
The next year, I guess 2011.
That's
I
when the
freaked
good
out
shit
in
was still
college.
coming in.
Spice, here, look, we'll draw a little dragon, and he's smoking a little spice. He doesn't know what's coming.
There you go. Nope.
He's smoking the evil leprechaun.
And spice is so expensive too. Like freaking $60 a gram sometimes.
Yeah, it
Which is
was.
just
It's because they
insane.
can. When you have legal, mind-altering drugs, you can charge where the hell you want. Which is one of
Pretty
the
much.
worst parts about America. You know, they don't let you grow your own opiates, but they'll peddle you spice.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, Pipe, this is your dragon fruit. A beautiful, beautiful, delicious fruit. Spice Days. Civic, thank you
Oh.
for the gifted bits. Spice Days. Yeah.
Oh, my thing's still playing over here. Oh, there we go. Oh, lovely.
Oh, no. You're dropping your spice. You're cutting up your spice with a... No more spice. Everybody stop your spices. It just leads to... All spice leads to divorce.
Yes. Facts.
Thanks.
All that math checks out. I love that. Yay.
I'm glad that you appreciate this dragon smoking spice and this dragon fruit drawing. I think it came out great. This is really making me crave dragon fruit. Because Pipe, I don't know if you know this, but I'm on a low-carb diet. I'm on a ketogenic diet right now because I know it works for me.
It's a low-carb, delicious, fibery fruit.
Is it low carb? Is it really?
Yeah.
Huh. I might have to pick some up.
Yep.
Kind of a myth.
It is a wonderful thing. And it's one of the few things I can actually eat.
You also have food allergens?
Oh, yes. I almost died because of spinach.
Bark. Oh my God! Jeez, stop eating spinach. You almost died to spinach. Wow, we don't have to talk about that. Let's end on a happy note, Pipe.
Yes.
I hope that your herbs are very fruitful and meticulous.
Oh, they're glorious. And they're going to be made into a salve of marijuana goodness for psoriasis itchy.
Yes, thrive and itchy marijuana fruits. Thank you so much for calling in, Pipe. I appreciate you. This is Dragon Fruit. Rad call. Thank you for being here.
Rad call. Hail Satan. Bye.
If someone calls the next minute, I will pick it up. But if not, I want to go to bed. All right. Woe is me.
Call from
Burls.
Burls! How you doing, Burls?
I'm doing pretty good, Moneyworms. How are you?
Woo!
Besides
You
the fact that
sound
you said
so
you had the sniffles.
clear. You sound clean and clear. What'd you say? You have a bunch of symbols?
Oh, what? No. You said you had the sniffles earlier. So how are you doing? Besides the sniffles?
Oh, I have the sniffles. I still have the sniffles, but I'm about to indulge in some NyQuil and wake up refreshed.
That is a good plan.
It's a typical Thursday night for me, you know? A little bit of a NyQuil. And spice.
A NyQuil kind of night.
A little NyQuil and spice, you know? Spice
Yeah.
and NyQuil.
Spice and NyQuil. That's my favorite indie comic superhero duo. That sounds like a thing that exists.
It does. It does. It sounds like they're gonna like take me to Whole Foods and like yell at me about buying. They're gonna force me to buy the unrefrigerated oat milk instead of the refrigerated. Spice me up, T-Ball Sub, of course. Let's go. Choo choo. Thank you again for this train. Well, Burls, we're talking fruits tonight. Any kind of fruit.
Yeah,
What is
we
your
are.
favorite fruit?
Pineapple.
Oh, a pineapple.
Yes, a pineapple.
You know, pineapple is it is a good fruit.
It is the supreme fruit, in my opinion. Even though it hurts my mouth now.
It kind of cuts
Because
up
I
the
eat
roof
too
of your
much
mouth.
of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I can never stop with just eating one piece or just a couple pieces. No, I have to eat the entire bowl that I have cut up or that I have bought cut already. Yeah, pretty good.
It is very good.
Love it.
I love a good pineapple, and I learned that you know when a pineapple is ripe by sniffing it.
Yeah, that's sniff.
You huff it. You huff the pineapple.
Mm-hmm.
How often are you eating pineapples? And do you buy it whole and chop it up, or do you buy it in those giant cylinders in the Tupperware?
Yeah, so I used to buy them whole and like cut them up, and then I realized that I didn't need to put myself through that, especially if it's gonna get in the way of me eating my favorite fruit. So now I actually get I get like $40 in free grocery money for produce every month from the state government. They have, one of those programs where you can get free produce bucks. And so now I use some of that to buy myself the nice cut up pineapple bowls every month.
Wait, you can get.
So I can have
First of all, Burls. By the way, thank you for the bits. I missed that. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
No worries. Yeah.
Let me know. Wait, there's a government-funded fruit program that I can sign up for.
There's like some states that have some kind of program. Like I know, like I live in the state of Washington, which is where I get mine.
Washington
But
is
I've
so
seen other states
nice.
have them.
Of course, Washington. Washington is light years ahead. They just are.
For what it's worth, Florida has one. I'm like 90% sure.
Oh, I'm
But
gonna get
yeah.
my parents on that. 90% certainty in yeah, and Florida's got good fruits. Boy, there's so much cat hair on my shirt. I love a pineapple. I want to tell you this story. I want you to make sure that you're cutting your pineapple well, because my aunt would always tell me this story that one time she nearly choked on a pineapple, and that's why she doesn't eat pineapples. But here's the thing, it's just a very my aunt thing to do. If anyone is going to choke on a pineapple, it's her. So I think that you're going to be fine eating pineapples, but it's the reason that my aunt swears to this day that she will never eat another pineapple.
You just gotta, chew it up before you swallow it,
Yes.
which it sounds like she knows how to do and is able to do. Like, no shame to people who can't do that, but like she knows how to do that. So,
And I think she equated it to an overly large piece of pineapple, to which I said, not all pieces. You don't have to put you can bite a piece of it off, But it's just funny how she will never eat another one because she had one bad memory with a pineapple.
well, I mean, that's her loss at the end of the day. That's just more pineapple for everyone else.
It is. It's more pineapple for everyone. That's why I always say, I'm like, well, that's fine, because I'll eat the pineapple. Now, speaking of pineapple, do you, Burls, put pineapple on a pizza?
Oh, absolutely. I pretty much almost never have without it.
Wow. It truly is your favorite fruit. You can't put everyone's favorite fruit on pizza, but you can put your favorite fruit on pizza.
Why can't you put everyone's favorite fruit on it?
you just take big bites. I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't want to put sliced up apple on my pizza. I think that'd be gross.
That's fair. But I do also feel like I have had like fruit pizzas in the past, which granted, I know that's a little we're getting into a little dangerous territory there.
You are from Washington.
We're starting
That's
to
a
get
very
into pizza as like
yeah.
It depends on if you're someone who thinks that pizza exists because of the cheese and sauce, or if it can technically exist without the cheese and sauce. And that's just a whole really gray area we don't have to get into.
I
so.
like this. This is
But
pizza
yes.
theory. That's a different. But so you're saying that a pizza is more than just its components. It's the theory. It's the idea of the pizza, and that anything can be a pizza if you put your mind to it.
Yeah, but I don't want us to accidentally make the whole "is it a pizza" meme that's just a variation of the "is it a sandwich" meme. Like,
Is a hot dog a sandwich? Is a hot dog a vegetable? Is a hot dog a fruit? A hot dog's a fruit because it has a pit in it.
wait, hot dogs have pits?
My pits smell like hot dogs. Hey, Pearls, let's draw this pineapple for you. I can't wait to draw this pineapple for you.
Yeah, pineapple time.
Pineapple time.
I will say that I actually only learned, like, I think it was actually because of actually, I remember one of the very first Moneyworms streams that I ever watched, was, you were talking to, some, folks who I think have, like, done, like, swingers parties and whatnot in the past, or,
Yes.
like, they were something related to that, and
Deep
I don't
Awesome,
know if they're here.
swingers.
Yeah. But, and that's how I learned that apparently pineapples have like a visual like symbology connotation within like certain communities as like, hey,
Yes, they do.
we're down to swing. So I was completely unaware of that until I learned about that on one of your streams. So that was how I knew I should probably stick around, because that was just I learned something new, and I like following people on Twitch who make me learn new stuff, even if it's not intended. So,
Hey, thank you so much for being here. I'm glad you're the first person that has said that they liked my stream because it's educational, and I love that. I love that for so many reasons, and it's true. We learn so much about the swinging community because we have some premier swingers in this community. It's really something to. I'm very proud of it. Not every community has this abundance of swingers, but mine sure as hell does.
yeah, no, totally. There's so many good people on Twitch in general that I just didn't even know about.
But they don't have swinger communities.
I mean, but like
Maybe
the
they
fact
do.
of the matter is that there's like a lot of cool, interesting people on Twitch where you might not actually find those people like just in general, like outside of Twitch is like what I'm saying. Like I feel like it's probably inevitable that there, ends up being, swingers on Twitch too. Like that just feels inevitable.
That's true. There's no limit to the amount of things on Twitch. And you're kind of also saying that you don't have to have swingers in your community to be a good Twitch channel.
I mean, yeah, but
It does make it better if you have swingers.
yeah, I mean, it could.
Noted. I'll make sure that I put this in my taxes this season. Do you like this pineapple so far?
Yeah, I do. Something I was just thinking about with pineapples is, I feel like there's, like, kind of broadly speaking, when you have a cut pineapple, you get, like, some parts that are kind of in the middle and tend to be juiciest, and then stuff that's closer to the rind is more of, like, the rind pieces and whatnot. And I feel like there's probably not one of them that's objectively better than the other. Like, they both kind of have a purpose, but, Moneyworms, do you have a preference for, like, the really juicy in the middle, sometimes overly sweet pineapple, or kind of like the little bit coarser, like rind pieces that sometimes can be surprisingly flavorful, but can also be a little bit bland too sometimes?
This is a really good question, and I'm glad someone asked me this. And you're the only person that's asked me this. Everyone has been they haven't been asking me, what kind of the fruit pieces do you enjoy? In all things, Burls, in every one of, I like a more firm, unripe banana. Not unripe, but like a more unripe banana. I like a firm tomato, which a tomato is a fruit. I like a more firm piece of that. I like a more firm strawberry. I don't like mushy, super sweet strawberries. I like small, firm blueberries, not the large. I like a more tart one.
Oh, interesting.
I
Okay,
like the
yeah.
more tart. I think I on the sweet and tart sides, I always lean more on the firm and tart than the large and sweet. So to answer your question, I think I lean more on the rindy, strainy parts that may not be as sweet.
Okay, so that's like your fruit political compass alignment.
That's my fruit political compass, exactly. I'm trying to think of a scenario where that's not true. And the only thing I can really think of is a fruit that is already so tart that it's not fun to eat unless it is sweet, and that is pomegranate. That's the only time where I really love a good, soft, juicy seed of a pomegranate that is just incredibly sweet. That's the only time.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I have not had pomegranate often enough to have any kind of like good sample pool for that, but that is interesting.
Wow, you're very wise. You're very wise. You know when you can and can't have a strong political fruit opinion, you know? Sometimes
Not everyone's got to have an opinion on everything.
That's true.
Sometimes
Not everything needs to be made
you
into
don't
an
need to have an
NFT.
opinion.
Not everything, not every piece of art has to be an NFT. Not every conversation has to be fruit politically charged.
Right, yeah.
Do I eat the whole weed? Yes, I do. I eat the whole... Well, I don't eat the super nasty part that you're not supposed to eat. I'm assuming we're still talking. Anyways, a pineapple. Do you think you could eat a whole pineapple in one sitting?
As long as I don't have to eat the stem or the undesirable parts of the pineapple, then yes.
Wow. Maybe I should do
Absolutely.
a stream where I eat a whole pineapple. This just makes you want to eat
also
a whole
pineapple juice.
Yes?
Like drinking pineapple juice out of a can. That is my jam. I really
Okay.
do like that, even though it'll probably give me bad diseases. But yeah.
No, it's
From,
got a
like, the
bunch
can.
of... The only thing it might do is you might get a worm.
A worm?
Yeah, sometimes you get worms from fruits. Listen, that's not the point. The point is that pineapples are great. You like them on pizza. It is a top tier. I do think that pineapple is a top tier. It's an S tier fruit by far.
Thank you. Thank you.
A very good choice.
That's all I wanted to hear. An S tier fruit. That is
It is an S
pineapple.
tier fruit. Another S tier fruit that no one said today is a carambola, the star fruit. Do you like star fruits?
I think I have had them, but it's been a while. I did like it. I remember that much. I was like, I've had a star fruit. I did like it. I don't remember what it tastes like or even what it looks like. I'd have to go bing it afterwards.
Yes, star fruits they're incredibly juicy. They're just refreshing. They're one of those fruits that you can eat in place of a drink. And if you haven't had a star fruit, go out and get them. Sometimes they're expensive. They used to grow on trees in Florida. But I think that the S tier fruits are a pineapple, a banana, and a star fruit. I truly believe that a star fruit is an S tier fruit. Well, Burls.
And you did say that mango was S tier earlier.
Yes, mango is also S tier. Mango is absolutely S tier. A good solid mango that's kind of like chalky and has like that good solid taste. And again, with mangoes too, I like them a little bit more firm, but I still like them to taste like a mango.
Yeah.
Well, Burls, thank you so... Oh, you were going to say something.
Oh, no. I was going to say, well, Moneyworms, thank you
Nice.
very much.
Of course. I hope you appreciate this incredibly realistic drawing of this pineapple. And remember to always slice your pineapple in manageable pieces, eat it on your pizza, and thank you so much again for being a valued member of this community. I appreciate you, Burls. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you, Moneyworms. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Rad call. Good night. That's the last call I can take for tonight, everyone. I gotta drink this NyQuil and smoke this K2 Spice. It has to happen. No Rasmato on the S list. What's a Rasmato? Oh, Pabark. Yeah, I got you. Rasmatos. Well, in chat, if you didn't get, for the last 5 minutes, if you didn't get to Spice Quill, yeah. If you didn't get to tell me your favorite fruit, what is your favorite fruit, everybody? Drop it in chat, and I'll give it a ranking. There's only a couple fruits that I'm just like, that fruit's garbage. If you say honeydew, you need to leave. A persimmon. Okay, so I've seen persimmons. I saw them last time when I was they look like little tiny tomatoes almost. They look like, how do you eat them? Do you eat the whole thing? What am I looking for in sourcing a persimmon? Kiwis are absolutely great. I think they're an A+ tier. I would not give them an S tier ranking, but they're really good. Swinger stuff. Someone not a swinger, Polyam. Burls, you're welcome here. We're swingers. Skin on. A watermelon. Watermelon, hot take. Watermelon's a B tier. It's good. It's just not great. All right. It's like B+, semi-A. All right. I'm not trying to. Oh, lychees. I fuck with lychees hard. Yeah. I've only had lychees like brought to me once. Hold on. Chat's moving really kind of quick. Honeydew. Squirrel guy, get out of here. Clementines. Yeah, clementines are good. A tier, solid. Not S. Sorry. A Lilikoi. I've never had that, Bunkbot. You have very exquisite tastes. Pluots. Okay, I fuck with pluots. That's a kumquat plum, I think, or something. I don't know. They are very good. Very juicy. Incredibly good for you. I agree with those. I mess heavy with the GMO plum category. Guava. Guava's a great. I have guava juice in my fridge. I've never had just straight up guava. Straight up guava. I've never had straight up guava. Papaya. Again, never had a papaya. I know papayas are very good. Kiwis are great. Burls. Yep. Agreed. Clementine and a red grape. What the hell is a red grape? Is that just a regular grape? Pluots. Yeah. Celestial rays. Pluots are the tops. I agree. Out of the plum category, the pluot is way up there. Yellow watermelon is awesome. Never had a yellow watermelon. I don't mean to shit talk watermelons. I really like watermelons. Watermelon's, again, a fruit that you could replace a drink with. I always respect that. I do love a good watermelon. Chug NyQuil and Sweet Dreams Spark, agreed. A guava jarrito is flame. I've never had that. Yup. Blueberries. Oh, blueberries. That's teetering S. That's a teetering S. Most fruits are awesome. I think your only fruits that aren't are the clementines and honeydews, and that's why people don't eat them. And that's why they sit in those containers. Also, I'm going to say it, a Red Delicious is F tier. Like, apples in general, I really only mess with Granny Smith and Honeycrisp. I think apples in large, I'm not reaching for when I say, I want something sweet, I'm not reaching for an apple, I'm reaching for a banana. I'm sorry. Is NyQuil a fruit? It is tonight. Red grape is a normal grape, not green or black grapes. Gotcha. Cherries. Cherries with the pits in them? S tier. Absolutely S tier. Cherries with the pits in them. I could eat that. I could eat that and nothing else for lunch. Solid guava is awesome. I've just never had it. I've seen it. They sell it. I'm glad I got to catch the whole stream and miss being able to tune off. And T-Ball sub, I know you got stuff going on. You're swinging. You got a lot of patience to take care of. I got that. You got a lot of swinging to do. Oranges, S tier. Yeah, I mean oranges is a given. I do really, I don't. For me, no. For a lot of people, I think you're right. Orange juice is S tier. That's a juice that's S tier. That is one fruit where like the juice is better than the fruit sometimes. The Honeycrisps, exactly, because they suck. What suck? The grape, just raisins suck. No, yeah, you're talking about the apples. I know apples suck. Limes, I like limes. I like a good lime. Limes are expensive, but limes are good. We planted a lime tree and it didn't fruit. It was vestigial. Stick around for the raid, everybody. It's Ungoy Muffin's birthday. If Ungoy Muffin is on right now, we are legally obligated to go there. Just go wish him a happy birthday. Show him a good time. I don't know if he's still on. I hope he's still on. Ungoy, it's your birthday. It's your birthday, Ungoy Muffin. He is on. He's playing Suits. What the hell is Suits? Oh, this looks kind of sick, actually. Oh, he's a VTuber now. Hell yeah. Does this button work? No. I thought there was like a new raid button or something. All right, everybody, stick around. Go shoot him a follow. He doesn't always stream. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's playing some... This game's interesting. He's a VTuber now. He's just sitting there, though. I hope he didn't fall asleep. All right, everybody. I love you all. Rad call. See you on Sunday. Rad call.